Are live on Rumble right now. By the way, yo, can I be honest with y'all? I don't know if this is possible. Anybody in the medical field could help me out. Remember when I was sick and I was sick for like a week and I didn't stream, right? Now, you know how women are. Like, this is a great thing about women. Women will know you sick. I always tell people when I'm sick, leave me alone. I'm gonna be all right. I don't go to the doctor, nothing. I just survive. Like I'm a Jamaican nigga. But women will come around, make you soup, do this, do that, do this. So someone got sick from me getting sick. But here's the funny thing. I got better, and it looked like I got sick again with the same sickness from them. I don't know if it works like that. I'm supposed to have some immunity, right? This got to be the COVID 30. I don't know what this is. Anyway, I haven't lost my voice yet. I was feeling a little funny, just like temperature-wise. Maybe I just have to like be a bitch and just go to the doctor and just get some antibiotics or some shit. Because usually what I do is I sweat it out. I pretty much just like kind of whatever. But I can't take another week off. It's not going to happen. And even if, nigga, I got to just fucking, even if I got to use the AI to talk, it's going to happen. But if you hear my voice a little weird, it's because I'm feeling a little funny, but I'm still here, people. Okay? Somebody say it don't work like that, right? So maybe it's like another variant I caught. Like, this is crazy. Nah, this is crazy. Anyway, I'm here, people. I didn't stream last night because, you know, I wanted to give y'all a lively stream, and today I'm pretty lively, okay? Yeah. Okay, so the email I got, I can't tell y'all about right now. I just got this important email. That's why I was like doing a weird ass looks on my face because I was like, oh shit, this is fucking real. This is like some shit. I have a few things that probably is gonna come out later, but we do have an interesting stream for you today. Okay, so today we're gonna be reviewing the whole 6ix9ine. We're gonna talk about the 6ix9ine getting arrested thing. We have body cam footage actually this time around. Also, ironically, I have a longer version, which I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I have a longer version of the arrest footage. Don't ask me how I got it. And maybe that comes out, but whatever. Anyway, you know, I'm not trying to embarrass my friend, and also I talked to him. He's not embarrassed by it, but he was arrested for like suspended license. From all I've known 6ix9ine, he's never had an active license. I've always said, I remember watching him buy like $3 million worth of cars, and I'm like, do you even have a license? He said, nah. I'm like, okay. So, you know, probably caught up with him, but he's all right. Also, there is some, we finally get the footage that was released from the King Von situation, the aftermath of, I think the club was called Monaco outside. They basically kind of show the aftermath of what happened after King Von was shot. He was being rushed to the hospital. He eventually died. And also, Boss Stop was actually taken to the precinct, or taken to like the station or whatever. He was arrested. And there was some interesting conversations there. So we're going to kind of get into both of those things. There's a lot of other things happening online. You know, as usual, you guys, somebody says, talk about Dylan, Dennis, and Logan. I was going to say that. Yo, you guys lead the stream, so whatever you want us to talk about, we can talk about anytime, whenever. Of course, I'm monitoring the Rumble chat. If you guys send a Rumble rants, I'll be looking at that too. Obviously, if you send in a chat or a super chat via YouTube, or even a donation via Twitch, I'll look at that as well. Okay, y'all tell me where y'all want to start. What's the most interesting topic that's been on y'all mind, and we'll get straight to it. I've seen a few people try to respond to me. I see, like, you know, the female blogs, like, yo, you know, these female blogs actually believe in cancellation still, right? Like, they still think, like, I mean, like, you know, there's a, like, no disrespect to them. And by the way, I love when y'all post my content, because at the end of the day, you're just getting me more popular. Whether, even if it's you're getting me more hated, it's fine. But they'll post something hoping that someone's gonna be like, oh my God, we have to get him canceled now. And it's like, bro, like, this isn't like 4 or 3 years ago, okay? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, the people who support me, and the people who don't probably never will. I'm not trying to pander to them, and I don't give a fuck about them, okay? Yeah, so I seen them put up, like they put up a part of me talking about Krishan Rock. I stand by it. You know, I know she's pregnant. I'm not sending no ill will to the baby, but Krishan Rock acts like a swine. And when people and individuals, humans, act like animals, sometimes the only fucking suggestion is to euthanize them. There's no other option. She acts like a swine, treat her ass like a swine. You think you could put your hands on anybody? You think this is like, yo, again, this is just a bad image to send to just even women in general. You go around beating up people who don't even want to fight, bullying people. You know, I ain't never been with some bullying shit. So let's treat a swine like a swine. I'm going to stand by it. Yeah, but what do you guys, no, it's a swine. A swine is what, I don't know what's the official definition, but like in Jamaican culture, that's like almost like a derogative way of calling you a fucking pig. You get what I mean? Oh, we're going to talk about Meek's rant. I'm so confused by Meek. It's ridiculous. But give me a place to start. Give me a place to start. We could talk about Meek. Somebody said uncouth. Yeah, I love that word. It's really good. Megan Cuniff, did she clap back or something? Megan Cuniff is irrelevant unless we're talking about Tory Lanez. So, you know what I mean? Again, at the end of the day, Tory Lanez is pretty much in limbo. He's going to be going to state prison. He got 10 years. We ain't got to talk about Megan Cuniff until there's appeals or some shit. So, it is what it is. Charleston White, yeah, Charleston White, you know, let me tell you this. Charleston White is the definition of a cockroach in a good way. And I hope if he ever sees this, you don't think I'm dissing. But Charleston White, I ain't going to lie to you. You want me to be very honest? I thought Charleston White had went so left the other, like, couple months ago. I thought Charleston White would never bubble up to the mainstream again. I'm like, oh, he's like shooting himself in the foot. He's doing a cheddar bob. Charleston White somehow is a cockroach, no matter what. Again, he's always going to get platformed. He's always going to have a viral moment. And even on Twitter, the most safest, wokest place on planet Earth, people love to hate him because they'll talk about how vile he is when he talks about Jews or he talks about Asian people, but let him spit like some knowledge or spit some truth bombs about, you know, black people or something going on in society that just pretty much everybody agrees with. Everybody decrimes him. So he's kind of an enigma where, you know, of course I said cancellation's kind of done, but platforming is not done. Like deplatform is not done. You get what I mean? I don't think you're canceled if you're deplatformed. You know, you have other alternatives. You have Rumble. You know, you have other alternatives for even Twitter. You could definitely survive if these main outlets say, no, we don't want to fuck with you. Okay? All right. Somebody say Charleston gonna get whooped? Nah. Charleston's like, to me, is a prize fighter. He's 25-0. I ain't seen him catch an L yet. Okay. Let me touch on this Logan Paul situation. And Logan Paul, Logan Paul. Let's go to his Instagram. Now, Logan Paul, I met him for the first time when I went to the UFC fight, the same time I met Trump. I don't think we took a picture together, but our seats were right next to each other. So I sat right next to Logan. I'm not too sure if he was with her at the time, but you know, it's hard to keep up with. It's hard to keep up with the, you know, the Karens of this world. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I mean? Soy milk just looked like soy milk. I have no idea. But I don't know if it was with her. But who was he with during the Trump fight? Could somebody tell me? I remember he was with a woman, and whatever woman he was with clearly didn't like Trump. Now, when you go to a UFC event, these are motherfuckers, I ain't gonna lie, UFC is kind of pro-Trump. Like, you know what I mean? They're not the woke place. Like, they're the people who operated during the pandemic. They don't give a fuck. But I could tell, remember, we're front row. I'm sitting right next to Logan, and Logan's sitting next to his girl. I could tell she don't fuck with Trump. Trump passes by. I hear some comments, kind of look over. I'm like, wait, you know, Secret Service is all around this bitch. You know, she don't fuck with him. I don't know if it was her, though. He was probably with another girl. It was her? Well, maybe it was her. Okay. But anyway, you know, he was very loving to her, and, you know, she was definitely, you know, other than the comments about Trump, she was just chilling. Now, here's the thing, and this is the reason why, for most people, they try to hide their relationships, because oftentimes your relationships become fodder for public scrutiny and spectacle. Now, apparently this woman is his girl. Her name is Nina Can I get her name right? Her Nina Agdal. I might be fucking up her name. Logan Paul engaged to her. Now, Logan Paul is about to get back in the boxing ring. He's been wrestling all the time. He's about to get back in the boxing ring. He's about to get back in the boxing ring with Dylan Dennis. Now, Dylan Dennis is a notorious troll. You know, he's a guy who is a former fighter. We haven't seen him fight in like 4 or 5 years, but he's always on Twitter. And some people might call it hating, but some people just call it trolling and just clowning. Now, Logan Paul decided to fight him. What this dude has done is probably turn Logan Paul's world upside down. Because, again, I didn't know too much about his girl, but this week and the week before, we know, well, let's not say we know everything about his girl. There's a narrative painted about her. Now, to be fair to her, she's a supermodel. She's a supermodel who has been around. Somebody told me, how old is she? Nina Agdal, age. She's 31. You know, she's been like, you know, she's a supermodel from what I'm hearing, right? So she's been around this and third. And what I mean been around, like, you know, obviously just been used to the industry, right? Like she knows a lot of people. However, they're weaponizing it to make Logan Paul feel like he's now wifed a thought. Now, the Dylan Dennis guy, and I didn't even know it was that much. Like, let me see if I could probably go on YouTube and find it. This nigga has a slideshow. Dylan Dennis. Logan. He has damn near a slideshow of all the men she used to fuck with. Now, let me see if I can. I'm trying to find the whole slideshow. Essentially, it's about like 30 niggas, man. And by the way, you know, I don't even believe that she fucked with all the guys. She took pictures with them, and that's what everybody's going off. Let me try to play a little bit. Sorry, wait.
Have you heard from them on their end?
The zone has put a little bit of a trap on me, but there's definitely trouble in paradise. I'm not gonna lie. I was like gonna praise him because, like, you know, I'm all about like trans and like LGBTQ and everything. So I was gonna be like, oh, it's awesome. He like has a fiance that's trans. So I thought she was. Fucked. And then I looked it up and it was a girl. And then I started seeing all the stuff. So I was like, oh,
she's gorgeous though. Do you feel bad for her? Do you think it's like how do you think it's affecting her?
Jake did this to me. I don't know if you remember when me and him were going to fight, when he was saying that he was going at my girl. He was saying he fucked her, this whole thing. So like, it's a double-edged sword. Like you can't talk all that shit and not be able to take it. That's the worst kind of person. I just think that Logan has.
Okay. So essentially, let me see. All right, here we go. So this is her dating history. And unfortunately, and by the way, you know, for any women who watch me, you know, not to get all fresh and fit on y'all, but like, there's double standards that exist in the world. You know, like, I'm pretty sure if you as a woman get with a dude, you don't give a fuck who she dated before you. He dated before you, right? However, as a man, especially of some notoriety, you kind of want to have the woman that's kind of like least been around the block, or even if she's done her thing, it's just not on public display. However, with Logan Paul and this girl, and by the way, everybody's just like I'm gonna see it. Let me not get scatterbrained. Logan Paul to me, and by the way, you know, Logan, I fuck with you. I love you. I give you credit at the fight, and I said, bro, you help push this YouTube shit further. That people like me, who I feel like fall on the lower of the totem pole on this YouTube fight that we're in, could do more things. Like you're doing Prime now. You're pretty much the face of the WWE. I don't know no other nigga in the WWE but you. You get what I mean? So you've pushed this shit far, and I'm glad you did it. And it's kind of interesting how we, as YouTubers, are fucking sitting here next to the former president of the United States. We're right next to Mike Tyson too. And, you know, we had a moment there. But I have to be honest. Logan has went extremely, it feels, left and woke since he got into controversy a couple years ago. If you don't know his history on YouTube, he went into to some forest, I believe in Japan. He filmed like a suicide forest. He actually filmed a guy who committed suicide. People felt it was distasteful and all for clout. He pretty much was quote unquote canceled back then. Lost a lot of deals. Nobody wanted to talk to him. He kind of went into a shell for a little bit, didn't even upload. But then he kind of came back and he apologized for that, and he's been really on this good guy arc. Now, I do think he's a good guy, but I do think he's pandered a lot to left-leaning philosophies and all of that type of stuff, whether it is like even denouncing Tate as hard as he did. Again, not saying he should love Andrew Tate or nothing like that, but he's tried to fit within this mold that seems liberal. Now, let me tell you what the liberal mold also claims they accept. The liberal mold that accepts, that hates the Tates and hates, doing anything that could be non-woke or cancelable, those are the people who also say women should be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do, and you should accept it. You know why? Because you support women. You know why? Because you're not a misogynist, right? So essentially, the theory goes, if you could fuck 100 girls and women don't judge you, you shouldn't judge a woman who fucked 100 guys. Now, that sounds good in theory, but I disagree that any man in his core, at his gut feeling, really could just disregard, unless it's Adam 22, or like maybe Destiny or something, could just disregard that their significant other vagina has been the Lincoln Tunnel for a ton of dicks, okay? Now, this is why it's a test for Logan Paul. It's a test. Because it's cool when you're being woke in other shit. It's different when you have to now be woke, accepting certain things with the person you're choosing to spend the rest of your life with. Again, a lot of this woke shit is just for the public, and people are usually different behind closed doors. If you're cool with this, you have to be cool with this on camera, but also in your personal lives. Ain't nobody gonna see your marriage. If y'all get married, ain't nobody gonna see what. So this is what I'm trying to say. The test is, will he get married to her? Now, I've seen them together on the podcast. I watch the podcast frequently, Impulsive. He is in love with her. She's in love with him. But let me tell you this. Most men I know, if they found out the 60th minute or the 9th inning that their girl was ran through, they're not going through with the wedding. Now, again, I also don't want to be unfair to this woman here. She might just be taking pictures with people. She's a influencer who's a model. She's been like, probably social climbing and doing all that type of stuff. She's probably taking pictures with a lot of people. Maybe she didn't date or fuck all of them, but the whole narrative is saying she did. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to watch what Logan does. I guarantee, unless Logan's on some Adam 22 shit, him and her are probably discussing again her past, her body count, her history of sexual activity, because all of those things are extremely embarrassing, especially if you're finding anything out via social media. I don't care what none of these woke motherfuckers say. If a nigga could tell you he fucked your bitch, unless you Adam 22 or Destiny, well, I don't even think Destiny would let that rock. I don't even think Adam 22 would let that rock. If you find out that your girl fucked somebody else and she never told you, come on. Big thing, right? Anyway, if you want to see the collage of, I guess, who she's, I won't say fucked, but who she's taking pictures with, and people are assuming she fucked, watch this. I'm going to mute this just for the, I don't want to get copywritten. Is this her? She says one? Who's this nigga right here? Oh, Adam Levine. Now, do they look like they fucked? Well, she's like a swimsuit model, so maybe she's just always in the bikini and shit like that. Okay. Oh, that's her move. Oh, hell no. Who the fuck is this? Max George. Maybe this was like a BFF fake hit. They were just friends. Nah, Leo fucked. Leo fucked. Leo ain't playing no fucking games, nigga. Leo fucked. Leo definitely fucked. Stop playing. Leo definitely in them guts. Oh, when was Leo with her? Because, Leo only dates between 20 and 25. that's the odd thing too. By the way, I've stated my dating preference. You know, I've seen people. You know, somebody said to me one time. They said, "Yo, you know how high your profile would be. You know, there's a lot of like, say the Shade Room, they hate me. Imagine if you dated one of the bitches the Shade Room loved. You know what I mean? That could help your profile. But in reality, I don't like women that are famous. Because a lot of women that are famous, women usually are attracted to status, and women never usually downgrade in status or lifestyle when dating a guy. So once they date an industry guy, they almost feel they can't date nobody else. So they start fucking everybody in the industry. I don't want that girl who, I don't know, I go to a listening party. Well, I don't go to a listening party. I go interview a nigga, and he's looking at me, and every time he smirk, I'm like, damn, this nigga's smirking because he fucked my bitch. So I don't like that particularly. But also, me personally, I'd be rubbed a little bit way if I felt Leonardo DiCaprio used up my girl from age 20 to 25 and released her to the game, and now I'm getting her at 30. Now, again, I want to be very, like, I gotta tiptoe on this because, Logan Paul's my guy. By the way, Jake Paul, that's my boy. Like, I fuck with Jake heavy. But Leo is 3. Okay. Oh, he only did it for a year. All right. How much running through could he do? He can't do that much. Who the fuck is this? Jake Brinkley. Oh, and Logan Paul. It ain't that much. Okay, it's not that much. Well, these are her dating history, so we don't know, like, her fucking history. That'll be something else. But okay. Let's see what Jay got.
He's claiming he can fight, but he never shows up to fights. But if he does, I get to be the one to take an eraser and remove him from existence. Does he deserve this clout? Absolutely not. Does he deserve to get decapitated?
It's absolutely stunning and perfect. This is everything I wanted and more, and so are you.
Thanks, babe.
How much did it cost?
Yo, can I ask a question to y'all? Genuinely. Say you're popular, you got a little clout. Is wanting or requiring your girl to either not have a social media profile or just have her shit private, is that like misogynistic? Or is that like just dope business when you know inherently for men, when people can't attack you, they attack your woman? You know, I've always said, I think Drake has never claimed a girl because every time Drake is in some beef, he usually goes at other niggas' girls. He's beefing with Kanye. He almost kind of hints like he's fucked her. Maybe he didn't fuck her, but like he almost made the fans feel like he fucked her. With Tyga, sons that nigga by saying, yo, act your age and not your girl's age. Then puts her fucking sister in like Party Next Door video. And I think Kylie was in one of them shits too. DJ Drama, he piped the shit out of DJ Drama's girl. Like, unfortunately, sometimes the woman you choose to be in a relationship with could be your Achilles heel. Somebody said go to his Twitter. I would go to his Twitter, but I feel like I'm about to see porn. Let me see. It's not porn, is it? Well, I just gotta make sure I'm doing a porn check to make sure there ain't no porn check. Here we go. Okay, I got it. Twitter. Hey, I'm gonna tell you why. And by the way, you're not gonna notice now. And by the way, I don't hope these people break up. I don't hope Logan Paul and his girl Nina break up. But let me tell you what's happening. I'm telling you what's happening in that household now. Because if you've ever been in a relationship with a woman, and I've always said I don't think you're in a relationship with a woman until you live with a woman. Let me tell you what's happening in that household. I'm gonna tell you. Logan Paul is trying to, like, he's had those conversations with her, so he knows what's bullshit and what's not. Like, truthfully, do we think Malcolm in the Middle fucked? Like, do y'all think that? I don't. Well, all right, let's say he didn't fuck, right? Logan probably knows the truth about all these pictures, right? But she's getting slammed as a whore, as a harlot. You get what I mean? You know what she's saying to him? And this is what women do. If you've ever been with a woman, this is what women do. Women throw you right into the fire. She's going to be like, babe, why you not defending me? And if really you want to tell her, like, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you fucked before me. But she's going to say, babe, why you not defending me? Why are you not defending me? So now she want to send you on a dummy mission to just defend anything. You nigga, you don't even know her past, really, really. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, I think they might be arguing about that. But okay, do we believe that Frankie Muniz hit? It's Malcolm in the Middle. Like, nah. They look like they go to prom, though. If this is prom, he fucked. I ain't gonna lie. Did everybody fuck after prom? I ain't gonna lie. I did not fuck after prom. I'm very honest. I did not fuck after prom. It still haunts me to this day. I didn't have the necessary things set up to get the fuckage going on after prom. But I did go to Bad Bitch, though. I did go to Bad Bitch. Who is this nigga right here? Is this her?
Hundred people than like act right now. Don't quote me on that.
She's her?
I'd rather be like naked in front of like 100 people than like act right now. Don't quote me on that later.
Wait. Oh, hell nah. Sugar daddy vibes. Look at this nigga. Nah, this is bad.
Hate him?
No.
What the fuck?
No.
Oh, because I fuck with a lot of the shit he says. Not
No
obviously
shit you do. You're a racist.
Yeah, a homophobic Christian. Obviously you do.
No, shut up. Shut up. Stop.
I gotta scroll slowly. Is this her again? This ain't her. Is this her? No way. Bro, is this her? Yo, with all due respect, my bitch tell me she fuck Riff Raff. Riff Raff, no disrespect. But it's some niggas I'm not sharing no pussy real estate with. She can't be attracted to me and you. She gotta pick a side. She's either attracted to you or me. If she fucking both of us, hey, somebody send my drop. She belongs to the streets. I need that shit. Let me see.
You identify my bitches with APs. She ain't got an AP, she is not mine.
You cold. He cold.
She belongs to the streets.
I need that. I need that. Ain't no shit. Damn. Who's this guy here? Let me kind of wrap it up by saying this. I think this might have been the first time I actually said this, but I've always felt like this. I thought it was obvious. But I think it's the first time somebody asked me. Like, because, you know, everyone keeps trying to be like, yo, you dated Selena Powell. Well, we've never dated. She said she dated me, but I didn't date her. Have we had sex, y'all? Did I buy her G-Wagon? No. But here's the thing. And I've had those moments with Selena. Yo, Selena has showed up, and I'm not trying to disrespect her or clown her, nothing like that. Selena showed up to my state and came, you know, just trying to have conversations or whatever. Like, I feel like a dozen times, right? And I'm going to be honest with you. And I said this recently. I said, if Selena never fucked nobody in the industry, I probably would have gave it a chance. Bro, I can't do it. Yo, once you fuck niggas in the industry, it's over, bro. That's what I always told people. I'm like, the moment I knew Selena when she fucked Young Chop and with some other nigga, I was like, bro, come on, like, bro, you know there's zero chance me and you could be together. Like, nigga, you're fucking Young Chop. You get what I mean? I guess I say that to say, call me insecure, call me whatever term you want to call me. Us men value so much that your past, number one, isn't embarrassing, but the fact that you ain't a hoe. There's nothing, like, I ain't gonna lie, the only woman who's ever got their wholeness deleted, because I definitely would have talked to her and wifed her back in the day, would be, what's that girl name? Drea. Yeah, Drea's too bad. Like, you have to be that good looking for me to ignore the fact that you fucked a bunch of niggas. But you regular, my nigga? Nah, hell nah. Fuck no. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Drea was bad. Am I the only one? Yo, I seen Drea in person, and she was one of the only women I felt look badder in person than online. Somebody said there's like 50 pictures? Like, bro, here's the thing. So, I know she's taking a picture with a bunch of dudes, but bro, number one, she's an influencer. Number two, she's a model. She's gonna take pictures with a bunch of people. Like, do I think she fucked all of them? No. Do I think she fucked a bunch of industry people, though, because she's been in the industry for a while? She's 31. Yes. Should Logan have known about this? Yes. Should she have told him about everything he's seen? Yes. Now, only thing I'm saying is this woke shit, the woke shit that he's normally on, that's not how reality is. Like, you don't want niggas clowning the fact that you wifed up a girl. Like, because at the end of the day, you could have $1 billion, but you also want to feel like the person you're with is like $1 billion prize too. So again, I don't know if the relationship survives it. Logan, I don't judge you. I don't know her past. It's not my place to know her past. But also, here's the thing. I'm not going to blame Dylan Dennis. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I'm not going to blame Dylan Dennis because the nigga was right. Didn't your brother Jake, which I love Jake, your brother was acting like he fucked his girl. So now Dylan Dennis is making your girl seem like she's a hoe. Hey, it is what it is. So, you know, we'll see if they last. But again, unfortunately, I could imagine Logan is either incredibly angry or incredibly unfocused. We'll see. Yeah, I don't want to keep scrolling down. She probably has pictures with every nigga in the game, bro. A nigga showed me that she had pictures with LeBron. I was done. I was like, I got it. Anyway, let's kind of move on. All right. I do want to, we should look at okay, let me play the 6ix9ine video. Have y'all seen this? So 6ix9ine gets arrested recently. Let's go to Law and Crime. They posted it. And
Law and Crime Network is searching.
Yo, essentially, let me see. This is what happened. By the way, after this, I'm gonna pull up the documents on who snitched on Dirk. Apparently, in the federal case, there is a couple of snitches, some that we could probably identify. It's not my job really to identify snitches, so y'all gonna have to read between the lines. But it's kind of clear who's doing the snitching. Not only that, they're bringing up Dirk's name a lot more in these federal cases, which is concerning. Anyway, here we go.
There's all the paperwork. You got to get it from me. What do you mean? Your license and registration insurance. I don't know which. Registration insurance. License plate. Registration insurance. Okay. But take this license plate. Just give me the registration insurance. Okay. Vehicle registration. No, the insurance should be here. Fax. You say you don't have your driver license? No. I mean, you come to my house all the time. It's my Danny Hernandez. Do you have your license on you or no? I said no like 3 times. Spell your name? Daniel. DANI.
By the way, just to be very honest and clear, you know 6ix9ine's my guy. Yo, you're driving in a new car, clearly, because it looks like his templates. You're driving in a new car. Your security is in the back. You don't have a license that's current. Why don't you let your security drive? You get what I mean?
Yeah, HERNANDEZ. And what's your date of birth? What else do you need? Insurance card. Hey, do you know your license number? No, I have no idea. What's your social?
Oh, by the way, I think this is a Rolls-Royce Cullinan. This is that new. I think he just copped a new Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Has red interior, but it still has the lights up top. $450,000. Get what I mean?
Your social? I don't know my social. But you got a Florida driver license? Yeah, Florida driver. Okay. I'm from New York. So the address might be New York. No, I'm saying it's a Florida DL.
Hey, again, I'm sorry for pausing. By the way, you guys can watch the full video. And actually, I have a longer video I'll probably put out too. Here's the point too. A Rolls-Royce Cullinan, which is damn near $500,000 car, you're supposed to be in the back. Like Fresh has one. It's the dumbest shit ever. I was about to buy one of these things. It's the dumbest shit ever. I'm just trying to give you some context to these type of cars. Dumbest shit ever. The biggest part of the car and more luxurious part is the back seat. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable at least to park. Driving it, you feel like a chauffeur, but I guess like when you pull that window down and bitches see you, you feel like a boss. But like in reality, the most comfortable part is back here. I'm telling you. Somebody says, nigga, I'm driving that shit. Well, bro, it's a Rolls Royce.
It's not gonna be.
Somebody said I'm bugging. A Rolls Royce Cullinan is not. If you want to drive it, get a Wraith. That's a coupe. Get a Wraith. The Phantom ain't meant to be driven. The Cullinan ain't meant to be driven. I'm telling you, if you haven't been in the car, no disrespect to y'all might just not know the experience. I've driven in these cars, and I just know being in the back seat is even more comfortable than being in the front seat. Nigga, in the back seat, you almost could just fucking lay it out like you in first class on a plane. It's the reason why the doors swing out like that.
Florida State, Florida State license. Yeah, it's gonna be a Florida address. Okay, okay. Step out the car for me, sir.
He's pretty cooperative, right?
Step out. Turn around for me. Unlock the doors.
You got a warrant.
Warrant for what? Unlock the fingers. Spread your legs for me. Spread your legs wider than that. Tell me for what, though? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. 1 second. You got a traffic warrant. So you taking me to jail for a traffic warrant?
Yes, sir. You appear, bro. You didn't show up to court.
I didn't know that. When for what though?
I guess you received a ticket or something that you didn't pay.
I never received a ticket.
Step forward for me. Step forward.
Yo, run. Yo, bro.
Boy, don't tell him no. You got the card. You
Stay
got the card.
in the car for him.
Got the card? All right. Yeah, you got a traffic warrant, so you're gonna be going to the Palm Beach County Jail. You want to leave your property with your peoples, or are you gonna take it with you?
Yeah, I'm not.
All right.
Yo, run.
You have anything on you that you concerned about?
What happened? No.
Any whipping or anything?
Yo, for a traffic warrant. You hear this?
By the way, I will say I am encouraged and I'm happy that 6ix9ine has security, at least with him at this time. Trust me, if you know how, just as someone who cares about someone, and also, man, just watching other people who I've cared about like just pass away, just because number one they're doing mad reckless shit, they're always in the limelight. Like now, if he lived in Wyoming, I'm not gonna be bugging if he doesn't have security. But nigga, if you're motherfucking in Miami all day and you're beefing with Anwell who lives in Miami, and also all these other niggas who are quote unquote real niggas who live in Miami, you might want to have security with you all the time, even if you're at Planet Fitness. And I'm encouraged that he has security with him.
You want to give it to
Yo, give that to Yailin. Just take it back home. Okay. Yo, tell my brother where am I going?
Oh, that's Anwell's girl. I don't know if y'all could. You say give that to Yailin. You know who that is, right?
Any whipping or anything?
Take out a bunch of money.
You want to give it to
I guess she's the one in the front right here. I don't know if y'all can see her. That's Anwell's baby mama, man. Okay, all right.
Yo, give that to Yailin. Just take it back home. Okay. Yo, tell my brother where am I going?
Palm Beach County.
Now, I also have to be honest about something to y'all, and this is why I've always told him to move carefully. 6ix9ine is on federal probation still. I know y'all have all the jokes that he's an FBI informant and whatever. He's on federal probation. No, not parole. I mean, he's on federal parole, which means he cannot be he cannot have any police contact, but really more kind of he probably has to have a meeting about whatever this was, but he, at least with a parole officer. But this wouldn't violate it. Only thing would violate it is if there was something violent. So if he was in a fight or if he assaulted someone, yeah, that would, and he got arrested, that would definitely, be something that could mess with his parole. But this is kind of, it's a bench warrant. You know what I mean? They're saying he missed court for speeding. He says he didn't know, which, it's just like rapper privilege. It's like the rapper privilege is like, why y'all didn't show up to my house and tell me when I had to go to court? Like, nigga, we sent you a notice. You don't want to go. All right? Yeah.
Yo, Ren, have my bro. I'm going to Palm Beach County Jail. You alright?
Yeah, Palm Beach County Jail. Concord. 3228 Concord. I know the address. Yeah, it was issued back in July.
July? That was supposed to be fixed.
I wasn't.
Yo, Ren. Hold on. Once before that paper.
Let me just hit the back seat.
Wait. Car key in my pocket. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you just give that to him?
I'm gonna give him that.
Yeah.
$10.
Do another search. You ain't got nothing on you to mix, right?
Comes in your shoes.
Take your shoes off. Bring the split back. Just reach it back. Bring that to me. Other one. Alright.
Somebody says, how we buy a new car with no license? I mean, I know. Somebody help him in the chat. Help him in the chat.
Who do you want to turn the call over to? Who do you want to turn the call over to? Well, they can't drive it. They're going to have to...
Why they can't drive it?
They don't have a tag on it. You gonna put?
I just showed you the tag.
They gonna put the tag on it?
No, it's a safety protocol. But we right by my house. They driving it right back.
What you mean it's a safety protocol?
Safety protocol.
They can't.
People who take pictures of my of the license plate, they run it and end up at my house.
The DMV cleared this, or you got the paperwork for that?
Oh my God.
No, I'm saying you got the paperwork for that?
It's probably it's in my house, but hold on. I showed you the license plate, right? So that's how. Once I show you the license plate, I'm good. I'll show you the license plate.
You can't.
All right, listen. You know when their license they have.
It's kind of true too, you know. By the way, I used to wonder. I was like, yo, this happens in LA too. A lot of people drive their cars without the tag on it, and in 6ix9ine case, I completely get it. Like, completely get it.
And you have it right in the car. You know what I mean?
It's supposed to be on the car.
No. If I get pulled over and I show you a license plate, I have it. It's just not on the car.
But it's supposed
every
to be
car.
on the car.
No. It's no.
Sir, I've been doing this job a while.
Right,
it's
cool.
supposed to be
Well,
on the car.
By the way, credit to the cop. Let me tell you this. First of all, 6ix9ine from New York. Certain cops, you and them not about to debate with shit, nigga. They would slam the door on your ass. This is a nice cop, and by the way, you could tell he's even said, hey, you've been by my house before. So you could tell 6ix9ine is familiar with this cop. So, you know, like, he's a little mouthy right now because he's kind of debating with the cop on what the law is. And, I think everybody knows, don't catch no more charges. You're already going to jail. Shut up. And even if they did do something wrong, especially if you're a millionaire, have your fucking lawyer handle all that shit. You know what I mean? He's debating with the cop. You think this is an interview?
Wait, I haven't even left my house. You know that, right? They're like, I'm still in my community. I'm in my gated community, right? I'm in my house. They driving it. My house is 4 houses down. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I showed you registration.
You're saying you could drive on the wrong side of the road and pass cars because you're in your neighborhood? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that. We're talking about license. We're talking about a license plate.
But it's still.
No, I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm talking about a license plate, right?
Yo, this nigga is. One thing I always say about 6ix9ine, if you listen to him enough and you study him enough, you realize why 6ix9ine motherfucking like went into Treyway and took that shit over in 3 days. 3 business days, this nigga took the whole Treyway over. He was the king of Treyway in 3 days. This thing is slick with the mouth. I'm telling you, 3 fucking business days. This nigga ran the whole shit. He trying to do it with the cops now. Like the way he talking to the cops might be like, all right, you know what? You know this more than me. Here's my gun and my badge.
Let's talk about license plate. I'll show you the license plate.
All right, cool. We'll talk about it. He said, do you remember his phone number? What's your brother's name?
Just Oscar.
Oscar, come here.
Salute to Oscar.
Want my ID real quick?
No.
I gave Renardo 6,000. The bond's only 2. He got cash on him.
Yeah, they have to process you first.
I know that.
All right, it's not
I don't know where I'm going. Miami.
Gun club.
Okay, so they basically told him, so it's a $2,000 bench warrant. Which, by the way, is there any? I don't know if anybody's like familiar with law wherever y'all from. Is there anywhere where you could pay the bond like and not get arrested? Like maybe even like I don't know, log into some shit, pay it. The cops check their system, be like, oh, okay, bond has been revoked or whatever, or it's been cleared or whatever. Like we're not gonna lock you up. I almost got locked up one time for driving with. They said it was suspended license, but then my license was suspended because my license got suspended because my insurance lapsed, and like, you know, I have 6 cars, all of them I bought cash. One of them I was leasing, and that's a car I drive every day, which I never show nobody. Can't get caught lacking. And because there's a lien holder, which is a lease, that lien holder fucking snitched on me to the DMV saying, yo, he don't got insurance on our car. Whatever. So the DMV basically suspended my license because I didn't have insurance on that one car. I didn't know. I go to buy my mama a car, so that's 7 cars, but my mama car is still under my name. You know, I gotta give her the title. I buy it cash. When I buy it, I called for insurance and I had to reinstate insurance. I'm like, what the fuck? Now I didn't know that my license got suspended when the insurance lapsed. So I put back insurance on for all 7 cars. I get my mom the car, and I'm driving later on, and they pull me over and they say, no, you didn't get your license reinstated. And the nigga was finna lock me up. I ain't gonna lie. The nigga gave me, which by the way, it was a black cop, salute to his jersey. I think it was a state trooper. Cool nigga. We just came from the studio. This is when I was recording music with Chosen. Bruh, you know I was in the studio. Come on, you know I was in the studio. The nigga said, I ain't gonna lie, yo, this smell like liquor in here. I'm giving you a breathalyzer. Nigga, I swear, and I do not, yo, y'all not me. I'm a different biotic type of nigga. Dog, I passed the fucking, like, nigga, I passed the fucking drunk test so good, they called another cop over and be like, yo, you got anything else for this nigga? They're like, stand on one leg, do this. Nigga, I did it all. Count backwards, did it all, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling good. But anyway, listen, don't read between the lines on that. Anyway, the cop was like, nah, you good. But your license is suspended. We gonna have to tow the car. The tow truck comes. And somehow the cop actually gave me a break. He's like, yo, we're gonna call your insurance company. It shows up in our system that your license was suspended for not having insurance on this car. And I said, I do have insurance now. And it's like, well, you didn't restore. I said, I didn't see the thing. The cop calls my insurance company. They realize it's been restored. And the cop tells me, yo, just drive home. It's technically still suspended, but just drive home and you got to send notice to the DMV that you reinstated your insurance, that your license could get unsuspended, but we're not going to lock you up. We're not going to take the car away. Go ahead. Coolest cop ever. You feel me? That was my story.
It's down the block, right behind Walmart.
Southern and 95.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, wait, Southern 95?
Oh, you're thinking of the stockade.
3228. Yo, Ren.
I'm going to be right there waiting.
No, I know. I said take Yelling to the crib.
Okay. I have to take them.
All right, take Yelling to the house, but also my phone.
My phone.
Yeah, you got my.
Yeah, you.
No, I'm not saying. I said my phone.
She was already going through it. That's fine.
So call Mobay.
She was already going through it.
My girl go through my phone.
Okay.
Well, she go through my phone. I don't got nothing. I don't do nothing.
Yeah, she right.
Yo, listen. So,
You said my girl go through my phone. I don't do nothing. Damn. Yo, 6ix9ine got a whole new girlfriend, yo. Remember when he was with Jade? I wonder what happened. Well, I kind of know what happened, but I like them together.
Okay. I have to take them.
I take Yelling to the house, but also my phone. Yeah, you got my.
Yeah, you.
No, I'm not saying. I said my phone.
She was already going through it. That's fine.
So call Mobay.
She was already going through it.
My girl go through my phone.
Okay.
Well, she go through my phone. I don't got nothing. I don't do nothing.
Yeah, she right.
Yo, listen. So,
Damn. Yo, ain't that a bitch? This nigga getting arrested, his phone is left in the car, and you hear his brother saying, yo, she was already going through the phone. I guess the security takes the phone from her, but this is the epitome of women. You're getting locked up rather than think, yo, how could I help this nigga get out? It's like, yo, it's the best time to check his messages. Yo, you with a bitch and you get shot and that phone and that fucking Face ID worked and that phone is out there open, you're bleeding out, that phone is only open for 30 seconds. If you need her to apply pressure in those 30 seconds, you dead, nigga. She's in that fucking phone, nigga. Scrolling like a motherfucker. Scrolling. On your gram. On your Snapchats. I'm telling you, man.
Just see,
Honest conversation.
Exactly. Listen, the longer y'all
By the way, you can tell the cops are kind of enjoying this too. They know. You can tell they know.
stay out here, the longer he gonna be out here.
No. I forgot what I say. Oh, Mo-Vapes, 1S.
Okay.
Type in 3228. 3228.
You're gonna be out tonight.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, there we go.
I probably get processed for like 3 hours, but I'm saying.
That nigga said, he said, you're going to be out tonight. He said, I know that.
So you go around the back.
Like, yo.
This is number 1. You go around the back. If you drive around the back of the jail,
You'll see a big bridge that goes over the road.
Meet up with Mo-Vapes or 1S.
That's the release.
1S, Mo-Vapes.
So about 2-3 hours, 10.
Yo, I kid you not. The amount of grace they're giving 6ix9ine. If this was a regular, and by the way, 6ix9ine is my homie, clearly. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, I'm glad he got this amount of grace. But let's be honest. If this was a regular Negro that got pulled over, bro, nigga, they don't got the door half open, your foot half out the out the door, talking to your brother, giving instructions, you telling security, go get my phone from my girl. No! Slam the door on you, nigga, see you downtown, nigga. Shut the fuck up, fuck nigga. That's exactly what would happen. They got 6ix9ine over here having a business meeting. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. Like, this is what I'm telling y'all. Anytime I hear a celebrity talk crazy, and like, especially they're acting like they're the most, like, underprivileged people, I'm like, bro, y'all realize y'all really get all the privilege, right?
30.
their processing is 5 to 8 hours. But
now they tell it, look, they're reasoning with the brother. Now it's about 8 hours, not 3, maybe 8.
Like,
who knows, if you burned out, maybe quicker. But I just know their processing is 5 to 8 hours. And depending on if they're busy or not.
Okay.
Because if we get there and they got a lot of people, then it's going to be maybe take within those
5 to 8 hours. All right, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, so he'll get in there.
And tell Yailin to call Shanice and just tell her to come to the house.
Okay.
Because she needs her shit done anyway.
Okay.
Just be like, yo, just come to the house.
All right.
The hairstylist, Shanice, be like, oh, you.
Yo, he's setting up hairstylists.
Call her, because she don't speak English. But just, hey, Shanice, then got locked up. Can you just come to the house and do Yailin too?
Okay. You want me to call Miss Osmond?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't get your license fixed too.
Yeah, no, the attorney was supposed to fix it.
You know what's so crazy?
He just called and said.
I said they issued a warrant July 12th. I said we've been flying in and out the country for I could say from July 12th we flew in and out. No, not even that. But they supposed to stop you at customs saying you got a warrant.
This is how I know 6ix9ine ain't no informant, because he don't know, like, if you have a bench warrant, at max it's served on a county level. If it's a municipal bench warrant, which I've had a bench warrant for, like, I just didn't show up to court for some shit you got to show up to court for, like some traffic ticket, right? They issue a bench warrant, right? Usually, you could either go to the clerk and pay it, right? But still, you know, you're always a little weird because you want to lock your ass up. But it's only served on a municipal level, max county level, which means if they pull you over within the county, they lock you up. If you are in another state, they don't see the warrant. Like, not every place respects that warrant. So if you're flying in and out the country, you think people who are worried about fucking Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden is giving a fuck about your fucking traffic warrant? No, nigga. Go ahead.
Just tell you, I said that, right?
And not only that, they issued the warrant.
No, customs.
You said 2 days ago they suspended it?
Yeah.
We flew in 2 days ago at 4 in the morning.
I just literally told him that whole story.
No, but I told him the reason why customs didn't see it because.
Well, yo, I don't know where I'm going, so just get the information.
Our attorney was supposed to reinstate us yesterday. So I don't know why.
Y'all need to have a conversation with your
he's like crazy right now.
Well, y'all might have to take some money back from him or something. Because if your license suspended, his license suspended, somebody ain't doing their job.
Yeah.
So what you said is I'm charged with no suspended license.
No, your license are suspended, but the warrant is for
I still don't get it.
unregistered motor vehicle. What you gonna get?
No. So what you said the charge is?
Unregistered. Did you get put over the court for not having a registered vehicle? Yeah, you had to.
I think I did, but that was handled because all my cars is not. I put it under my brother's name. You know what I mean? I don't put nothing under my name. Nothing.
Yeah, but you was pulled over for this case.
Yeah, I didn't have the registration on me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But like I said.
Wasn't registered, so that's why they gave you a ticket.
Yeah, but they run the VIN numbers. All my cars belong to me.
Yeah, whenever that time is that you were pulled over that you say you had a registration on you, you have to just have your lawyer, you go back and look at it, but that's why you have the warrant, because that day you didn't have your registration, they gave you a citation. So the citation that you received, you're supposed to go to court. But you didn't show up.
Don't you just give that to the ticket clinic? The ticket clinic?
Give what to the ticket clinic?
That citation.
What, do I give it to the ticket clinic?
No, I said, alright, so say you was the one to get the ticket, right?
Yeah. Oh, you saying you gave it to the ticket?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
why I said they supposed to handle that, no?
No, they supposed to. If you gave it to them, they normally. No, you had to show them. I don't know about this. With the court dates, I don't know if you can give it to the ticket clinic. Because with these, it's a mandatory court date. That means that you have to show up.
Oh.
So that's probably what happened. So you gave it to the ticket clinic?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Once you get a mandatory court date, you have to show up. Like nobody can show up for it unless it's a non-criminal infraction. This right here was a criminal infraction, so they had a mandatory.
What, the no registration is that? The no registration?
It's a mandatory court date. Like,
no registration is criminal.
It's considered a moving. It's considered something that has a mandatory court date.
But you said it's criminal. You just said criminal.
Yeah, I mean that's the term we use. But
okay.
Yeah, that's the term we use. Not saying that you're criminal, but that's the term. Like when somebody gets a court date, I always say it's a criminal citation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just verbal. It's not saying that you're a criminal. It's just saying that's the way we talk.
I'm saying jaywalking is a citation too, right?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
So what? That's considered like a criminal citation?
I mean, that right there has changed, so it just depends. The jaywalking could be a civil.
Yo, you know, I was just thinking, this nigga in jail must have been hell. This nigga 6ix9ine love to argue. Like, this nigga will argue if the sky's blue. This nigga's still trying to, like finagle with the motherfucking, cop.
I've never gave nobody a citation for jaywalking, so I couldn't tell you, but I don't think that I don't think that it requires a court date. I think you just have to pay a fine and that's it. Yeah, you can't give the ones with a mandatory court date to the ticket clinic. I mean, they should have told you. I'm surprised they didn't say they could.
Yeah, like, aren't you supposed to call, send mail saying, yo, don't get in your car, you don't got your license suspended, yo, you gotta go to court. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Like, they supposed to call me. Like, at the end of the day, I gave you all my information. If I was there, I would have been like, yo, what? Like I had no clue that, you know what I mean? Like,
I see it was 2 days ago, so that's why I said I'm not gonna give you a citation for your license because it literally was 2 days ago.
Yo, free my mans, bro.
I had what?
I'm trying to figure out when did you get the ticket for the register?
I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, you know what's so crazy? I get pulled over all the time, every single time. But the paperwork never be in the car. But every cop knows my cars. Like, I got all my cars. They know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, if you get pulled over in the same area.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, they know my insurance good, my license good, everything is always good. That's why I don't care, like, about.
Somebody gave you a ticket, so it wasn't.
Nah, I know that, but I think I thought I handled that, so that's why I ain't. You know what I mean? And if you said the warrant was issued July 12th, I flew in and out the country like 4 times. Like, I mean, but you.
But like I said, it wasn't in our local system. And it probably had, where you flew out of, Miami?
I fly out of,
When you went out of the country, you
I flew out of Miami. I flew out of I done did 3 private flights, 1 commercial, coming in regular customs, private FXC, Opa-laka, FXC, Miami. Yeah, I think it was at twice out of Opa-laka. No, twice out of FXC, 1 out of Opa-laka, and 1 out of Miami.
So when you get out of the country, you was down in like Broward County, Miami-Dade. So
I don't know about Florida. That's what I'm saying. I just know Opa-laka Airport, FXC, which is in Fort Lauderdale, and then Miami is Miami, right?
But what I'm saying is, it probably showed up in the system, but it wasn't extraditable. Meaning that if you, like, say if you had a warrant in Miami and it shows in the system and it says not extraditable, if it says in Miami pickup only, that means that we can't arrest you because Miami won't come pick you up. So if you get caught in Miami with a warrant and it says Miami pickup only, then you'll go to jail. You get put to jail. So it probably said warrant in Palm Beach County, but in county pickup only. So that's probably why when you went through customs, they didn't say anything, because it probably had in county pickup only. Meaning that if you're arrested down there in Palm Beach County, they're not gonna come pick you up and bring you to jail. They'll just wait till you get arrested. You get pulled over or something here, and then book you in. Because it's a misdemeanor. It's not like it's something like a felony charge where they're gonna go pick you up. That's probably what happened. So that's probably why they didn't tell you, hey, you have a warrant in your system.
I mean, they should have. I feel like they should have.
Yeah, you received a ticket in April.
You said in April? I mean, we in August, almost a year later. I said, so from that ticket from August of last year, that's over a year ago.
No, October.
Oh, you said October. Yeah, that's like we almost at a year mark. What, 10 months later, they suspend my license?
I have a couple citations, so I'm not sure which one you received the unregistered motor vehicle on, but...
That's what I'm saying. They always get cleared up because I provide the ticket clinic with my registration, all that. I don't have that in the car, though. Damn, son.
That boy took a nap, man.
Not that it really matter, because at the end of the day, it don't matter. But, like, why y'all working inside of community anyway?
Because we've been getting traffic complaints about people speeding. I mean, there's been a lot of people speeding. You can sit. You still out. Yeah, I was literally about to go home. This happened, so I don't know.
The cop was nice. Salute to that cop. Hey, that doesn't affect his parole. Little hiccup in the road. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've been very impressed that there's been a lot of things that I think happened that he could have came just. Other than him dropping the song with Kodak, he could have just completely came back the same way, trolling in hip hop. Like, 6ix9ine been kind of just chilling. He's been chilling. He's been doing his thing. He picked up a couple awards in the Latin category. He still plans to do a lot of hip hop music, but it doesn't seem like he's coming back to just try to beef with everybody and antagonize, which will be a different move than what people seen before. Anyway, did y'all see? I think this is where can I find? I gotta find the fucking thing. Let me see. I posted on the gram. This was like the aftermath of the King Von shooting that happened. Where is it at? Where is it? I'm gonna find the full thing. Where is it at? Is it this? Yeah. Maybe it was this Boss Top footage. Let me just look it up. Boss Top footage. Let me see. I think this is it right here. So this is a morning after King Von died. King Von died about like 4 a.m. I'm guessing they probably took him into custody and they brought him to the station. Let me see what time this is. This is 8 a.m. So damn, it's a long night. This is 8 a.m. on the 6th. Von already passed. I'm not too sure if he knows, but this is Boss Stop in the car, and he gets brought down to the station. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta salute his drip. He got some good drip right here. I ain't gonna hold you. My boy definitely came a long way from being a diaper bandit.
Yeah, what I'm charged with ain't nothing I could get a bond up on for real quick.
I mean, you go in the city, but they still got to check you out. Apparently, you got sprayed by some OC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still got to come here first, and then when they clear you, go down the city. That bond stuff is after whatever I do.
Trying to fast track a little bit.
We're gonna go. You see that where that van is at? We're gonna go in those doors.
Okay, so look like they're not in Fulton County. I've seen some in Fulton County. Yeah, it says Reserve Public Safety Department.
You live down here?
Then Reserved Fulton County Sheriff Department. Now, he starts being a little talkative. I'm going to try to skip to that part for y'all.
Oh, this happened.
Here we go.
Before they took my phone, I was able to, so I pulled my phone back up.
Good morning. I just got to work.
I'm just saying, but I go to grade. Y'all see, I got it. I send the grade.
How it usually works is, I get to work, I roll call, go to my car, get my stuff. I get to work and out here, I got to transport at the car waiting.
I think you called it in yourself.
No, I was at home asleep when all this happened.
She sounded like she got a mask on.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, boys beat the shit out of me and made me for no fucking reason.
Apparently got OCs on the scene of the 50.
He was at that thing.
Shooting or something.
Oh, he got maced. Is this a hospital or is this like a jail? It's a jail, ain't it?
How many they say dead? How many they say died? I fell asleep and all. Several people did. That's 2591. Shit, trying to go perform, motherfucker. Rolled up balloon. They rolled up shooting shit.
Like a drive-by?
Yeah, they rolled up shooting and hopping out of some shit.
That's crazy. I don't even know anything. I just got here. Y'all know what it means.
I'm one of the rappers. I'm OTL. My name Boss Top. I'm with Lil Durk now. Oh, okay. I don't know. It was my birthday. My birthday is the 5th. It was my birthday party.
Okay.
Well, got to be more careful, young man. How long this gonna take? Oh, the doctors they're gonna see you whenever they clear you. Hey, a bed I can lay on. I'm tired as hell.
Do what?
A bed I can lay on. They beat my ass. I'm tired as hell. I want to wash my face in the shower. Like, damn.
Well, you get clear from here when you get to the city. You get cleaned up and everything.
Damn, I get to the city. They just need to tell me how much I need to get out. Oh, so you here now? Okay. I'm ready to go.
See, I said the news is out there and everything? The news is out there?
Yeah. I remember seeing them. They hit me on the news, didn't they? Getting out the car, I synced that shit. And I said that, like, man, they got me on the fucking news. Walking me to the car, the lady sitting there. I'm like, oh, no.
Hey, check. Give me 1 second. Somebody's over the door, right?
I look fucked up. I didn't even get my hair done. I ain't got my hat on. They got me on the news looking bad. Yeah, beat my ass like that, man. Crack my teeth. My teeth crack back here. My teeth crack like a mama.
You from here?
Chicago.
You live in there?
Think about moving the fuck back out.
What y'all was doing, man?
Trying to party for my birthday. Chilling. I was really talking to my girl. I ain't really see nothing though. I just was talking to my girl.
Good thing you ain't outside. Oh, God.
You ain't see shit go down?
At the end of it, I just heard my father like they drove back off. They drove back off. So I put two and two. I'm from Chicago. I put two and two together like he did. Motherfucker ran up on the motherfucker or a motherfucker just did a drive-by. You know what I'm saying? There's only two ways it could have happened. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, where it started from? You don't know where it started from?
I don't know. I was in the parking lot smoking weed with my girl. I just called myself dipping off. So motherfucker won't hit my blunt.
It'll be on social media.
I'm kind of glad I walked off though. I was standing right where a lot of people, like my homie, I kind of know he did. So I seen him.
You saw him?
Yeah, he ain't look right. That's why I'm in jail. Cause I bugged up. I'm trying to still talk to him while I see that he's still trying to breathe. So they trying to say I obstruct because they maced me.
He is called a triage nurse.
Nurse.
Good morning. No, we just got up here.
Where did you come from?
From the back door. We just came in.
Okay, let me call her.
So how many they bring anybody else up here from the?
Yeah, I heard last night a lot of them went to trauma. Some of them that didn't make it, and some of them arrived here. A couple of them died here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's killed.
How many days this got killed?
I think 3 total so far.
Yeah, damn.
Really, ain't playing out there. You know, murder rate is through the roof in Atlanta. So
Well, thanks to you,
trying to
man.
pad our staff. We're trying to catch up to Chicago.
Yeah, downtown. Yeah.
My city hall.
They ain't tell y'all they roll call?
They told us in roll call. I just got to work. So
What time you get to work?
at 7 o'clock.
Did you
I don't
make a
even
roll
know the
call?
details. Yes, I went to roll call, but I don't even know the
Were you
details.
paying attention?
We don't know the details. We just got to work. I guess people assume like we not like I'm sitting there like I don't know details.
Real dark African guy.
Oh, morning
One
watch.
of them lost boys. He was out there.
Oh, Mark. Yeah,
He was out there.
yeah. Huh? Oh, he got OC'd on the 50 scene.
He got what?
Pepper spray.
Yeah, pepper spray. He don't know about that.
Okay. That's all you need is like medical clearance.
Yeah, medical clearance.
This has the.
Yep, I got you.
Hey, sir, my name's John. Nurse triage today.
I'm going directly back to the jail.
Alright, I'm saying like.
Which one? That's right.
Either one you want to do.
Yeah.
Whatever you
I was fucking good $100,000.
Turn around, son.
That's gonna be petty as hell to charge me $100,000.
No, that charge right there, you may sign your own loan.
I'm glad to make them get their money up off me.
I got roll your sleeve up too.
I felt bad. I just lost a $30,000 watch, man. Fucking with this goofy ass cop.
Where's that?
I don't know. I got a Cartier watch. It's a bust down. Man, they bogus as hell, bro. They wrong with the watch. I see it. I'm looking on my watch. Can I get my watch?
Let him get that on so you can take
On my watch. Can I get my watch? He smacked the watch across the parking lot. And that was the last because I was getting maced. And don't nobody act like they know where my watch at. Before they got me my property, I was on the phone. People was calling my phone. I grabbed it out of my back pocket. But, I couldn't see. But I was feeling. I knew that was the bottom of my phone, so I answered. Everybody just started saying, "Where your jewelry at?" I'm like, "My chain's on, my watch not on."
I'm gonna take the temperature. I know you come from.
you been exposed to coronavirus?
Period. Yes.
When?
August.
Huh?
August.
Okay. You cough, shortness, fever.
Y'all got some extra ones?
Shortness and black fever, and vomiting.
You got a mask over there.
Nah, she's vomiting.
I didn't even get a chance to get all my stuff together. He was up there waiting for me.
No fever.
I ain't had no breathing problems. I ain't had a breathing problems. I ain't had a fever.
But you haven't had nausea, vomiting, diarrhea.
When you come over here, get some man, some blood to keep in your car. Because you need to be getting them folks a man.
I know, I really just got, they didn't even have
saying, when you ever come to grade, they got all this stuff over here. So
I
get
got
some.
some?
Find some.
You know what's on that?
What size gloves you wear?
Medium. But some mask, at least one for him.
The doctor said he can breathe.
And guess what?
The fat about he can breathe.
With
It ain't over with either.
I'm like, I know I can't breathe. Y'all telling me I can breathe. I mean, I know I'm dying. I can't breathe. I finna fall out or something.
Wait till
You got asthma, you think?
reactivate.
What?
It's gonna reactivate.
What the fuck is that?
I think y'all talking about something different. You talking about COVID or...
You reactivate. It's gonna, the mace gonna kick in again.
You bullshitting.
No.
Because it's in your cord.
When we got sprayed at the academy, we didn't even want to get back in the water because of this shit.
So I ain't done burning?
It ain't gonna be as bad as first, but I'm gonna tell you this. When you take that hot shower, it's gonna reactivate.
I want to take like a cool shower. You gotta need your hand to wash on.
I had to.
What I
We
miss,
got sprayed this later. We didn't want to take no bath. Just be dirty.
You got me a moment.
Hey, chat, did I miss anything?
No.
Be dirty.
You know when you could see that one person though?
Yeah.
You know when you could look at that one person and see like, you could see it over their face like.
You got a bag to put it in?
You have your pocket.
Look. You gotta put enough in.
Your pocket.
Just dump it in there. Thank you.
That's what you need to do when you come over. Get some.
I'm not just gonna take y'all stuff. Just ask first.
Be great as shit.
Let me ask.
I'll leave at the front till we leave.
What?
I'll leave them at the front till we leave.
I gotta get these back because I don't use this class. What we on? I'll put them back on. Whoa.
I'll give them some rest, huh?
See your necklace fell off too?
No, my bodyguard got my necklace. Yeah, I'm finna fire this bitch. He gonna stand by the car like, man, this all I got. Don't try to make yourself motherfucking. I ain't finna feel sorry for your motherfucking ass. Cause why is they shot and not you, and you supposed to be protecting us? What the fuck?
Well, he's going on somewhere.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
How much you pay him?
Won't be getting no goddamn deal. That's how they pay $300 a night. So they're gonna live with us 24/7.
You still getting paid right now?
Yeah, crazy as hell, man.
All right, you can go down.
They got my feet hurt and they slammed me on my feet, like my ankle. They was beating the fuck out of me, bro. That shit. This is my first time getting whooped by the police, too.
What you doing? What they say you did?
The person, I think one of the persons that was shooting, they got him. They got one of them. My bodyguard so-called caught one of them. I don't know what he was doing.
It's too late now. It's too late.
But I hear everybody like, that's him, that's one on right there, that's one on right there. My father, that's one on that was shooting. I run towards him.
Hold on.
I charged towards him. That's what made the police bug up on me when I charged towards him. They, like I was finna hit him. I was at the time, my man. Yes, I was finna bust on this motherfucker. He was cuffed. I was a cowboy. I know how to fight too. I was gonna stick his ass. You know what I'm saying? I was mad. I see my people stretched out on the ground. Then some motherfucker with gold. Huh? All your people? I just seen one of my people. That's why I'm trying to see who else it is. When y'all saying 3, I'm trying to figure out who else. But I know we was getting shot at, so it's like, all right. So when I'm seeing, as I'm getting closer to him, he telling the police it ain't me. I said, this motherfucker got gold teeth in his mouth. We from Chicago, bro. We ain't into it with nobody with gold teeth. This gotta be a motherfucker from the country or something. Like, who the fuck is this? It just threw me out. It just amazed me. Like, yeah.
Who got gold teeth, Chad?
Like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, and why is you shooting at him? You got gold teeth in your mouth. Don't nobody in Chicago got gold teeth in their mouth. Yeah. So it's I mean, don't nobody really do that gold teeth shit. This shit making me want to go on skip this fake now and get the fuck out this
That's where
fake.
it's hot at, man. But you know, when you got money and fame, you gonna have gold. You know how it go. You don't piss somebody off. You must post some shit on IG. Twitter fingers turn to Twitter fingers, nigga.
No, we don't work on Twitter. All we do get money.
No, I saw somebody with some spinners one day. I was like, what?
With some who?
Some spinners.
Oh, wow.
I was like, hold on. Some spinners? Then they were little plastic ones too. It wasn't even a real
Chicago?
one. Huh?
In Chicago?
No, it was down here.
You know I got a lot of these cats for money, but what you do with it, bro? You can't buy class. You can't buy sense. That's, you know, that's how y'all gotta understand. You better take care of your money, man. You don't get one life.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm Dr. Battaglio, I'm the medical doctor. Just here to see if there's any medical issues that we gotta address this morning. What happened this morning? Okay. In the eyes or where?
The eyes, the face, the mouth.
Gotcha. Okay. Eyes are looking alright.
Yeah.
Can I see your mouth real quick? Open up real big. Cigarette your tongue. Okay. Look up at me. Look over here. And down. And over here. And down. Okay. Your eyes look really good. Actually. That's good. Man, a few words. That's alright. Okay. We'll get you going soon.
I ain't gotta get no shot in that, do I?
No shots.
Alright. Like they cracked my shit. My shit hurt. I can feel it with my tongue. They just cracked or something.
That's a new one?
What?
Tooth.
The back tooth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they just cracked my shit or something. It was near me in my face.
Okay. Do you have a dentist?
Yeah, back at home. Yeah.
Are you from Atlanta? Okay. Well, we can give you a list of dentists for when the situation resolves.
Oh, let me.
Okay?
What's your name, sir?
Terry Davis.
You said check in. Terry Davis. Terry.
Yeah, I gotta fix this too. This is birthday.
Let me see his name. I'm sorry. Terry, T-R-E-V. Okay, she's gonna need that when she come in.
Somebody said Chicago niggas scared of needles. Nigga, everybody's scared of needles. I'm scared of needles.
They don't care. They don't care.
All right, I'm gonna try to skip through this and save us a little bit of time.
serve that to me. You heard something, right? You heard something.
All right, so there was also footage about the aftermath recently that came out. Ooh, what the fuck?
6ix9ine, he a visionary.
Alright, just walk straight, bro. Can you put your hands up? You got a phone in your hand too? Shoes already on.
Okay, well we got to put them on then.
The back parts. The back parts, I put my feet in. Can y'all, alright, look. Alright, get on my knees. Hold on. Y'all go surround me. Just get one cuff, brother, just one finger. Hold on. Knees, the finger right there. It's white. Now she moves. Do it like that. Yeah, you want someone to help support.
All right, so this is Boss Top.
Oh.
Let's see if we ever see Lil Tim. Lil Tim was shot.
I have 2 reports that I need to do.
Okay, so hang tight with this guy.
Okay.
Apparently, you have to stand by for homicide. See homicide to make the final decision whether they want to do a separate case number.
Okay.
Or what you do on that. Okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna hold him. Stand by.
He's complaining. He said he didn't do anything.
Oh, I bet he is. I saw this guy try to suck him into like in front of him, and I was like, oh, this dude.
Okay.
Even though you probably would have let him go, but you know he had to resist, so you know.
All right. So I'm gonna just have on my reports while I'm waiting for your my money.
Hold on. Let me get the chain out, okay?
What do you think I need my ID? For y'all?
Oh, he took the O Block chain from him. Nah, the cop probably gonna sell it on eBay.
What about what does he have in his pocket? You have anything? Money. I want to give him my money.
Hold on. Let me get the chain out, okay?
Just leave the ID.
Boom. Let the money.
A good sandwich or something where I'm going.
Where y'all taking him? You going to Rice Street?
All right. So you want him to take him, right?
Yeah, he could.
All right.
Hey, Maji.
Anything else he has in his pocket?
Nothing. Y'all my social? All right.
Okay.
Say this. Make sure. Think you should shut.
Wait, where did the little Tim come in? Okay, so here it is. So this is the aftermath right here. This is kind of the street. Vaughn died right here. So if I think I'm right, Vaughn died right over here. So to the right of wherever this body cam is looking, kind of behind this car. And by the way, I think this car. Let me not say. Yeah, this is the club right here, Monaco.
Yeah.
But if you guys are doing that, checking that suspect, can they give us an updated second?
What's up, bud? How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro.
So, by the way, I think this is kind of really early and preliminary. They haven't even taped off the area. They haven't really kind of established a perimeter. You still see people kind of hanging around. You could see the cops greeting each other because they're all arriving on scene. I could imagine if, like, essentially there was multiple shots and multiple people firing shots. There's probably bullet, either fragments or bullet casing everywhere. It doesn't look like they've done that processing yet. Look like they're just getting on the scene.
I had too much shit going on over here.
I'm telling you, man.
They have multiple people that have been 1593 radio.
He's here last night.
1593, the whole unit's out here. Let's push all these people outside of time here. All of them. All the units from other zones. Let's just push all these people outside of time here.
Every unit, 219 to Zone 5, we just had a gunshot wound come into Emory Midtown. 2 units, Emory Midtown.
Hey, let us out of here. Out.
They're just not clearing people out.
Hey, we go. Look at out of here. Hey, Black, you got more tape?
I'm trying to tape it off.
Alright, so what is there a back entrance out of here?
I'm not sure, but we can check if there's a back entrance.
Find out for me. Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Nobody gonna tell you clean.
Is there another back entry from this building? Is there a back entry? Huh? Can people get out of that area instead of coming to the ground scene? Huh?
They shut the club. Ain't nobody running the club. They have closed the door.
Trouble 6 Baker.
Oh
my damn. This ocean ain't blind?
I'm out. I'm going.
Can we get out?
Hey.
Can we go to our car?
Come on inside, man. Everybody, come on, let's go. Let's go.
Come on! Hey!
Where did the shooting jump off?
Huh?
Where did the shooting happen at?
I think it happened here.
Right in the parking lot?
Yes.
Not right this second.
I live across the street. All right, come on.
Where's your car?
Go.
Who did the shooting? Of our guys?
I'm not really sure who did it. Like I may know because it was with Francois, and Francois had been sprayed with pepper spray
I
or
was
something.
up there with Stanley on McCaskey.
Yeah.
I heard this come up. I'm like, hey, you got her? Like, he's like, yeah, go.
Radio, can you give details on the suspect vehicle, why it's wanted for?
The officer gave it out, saying that it was leaving the scene.
Yeah, by the way, all the shooting victims pretty much have left.
Hey, bro, no more Chicago.
Yo, you heard these people? He said no more Chicago niggas here. Listen.
What's CSI? Hey, I really hate it here. I don't even know nothing about nothing. Hey, bro, no more Chicago.
He said no more Chicago niggas here. Don't tell me them Atlanta niggas scared of the Chicago niggas.
So we're just making sure no okay.
He had 16G. 16G, yeah. Hey.
Francois good, right?
Yeah, his pepper is sprayed, but it's really,
okay.
It's a bad chip, but it's all be alright.
I'll do EJs, man, but I will not do a club. Hell, man.
I guess, most of these cops, they do off-duty work in security. And I guess he's saying he just won't do a club. He'll do something else.
Do you have an ETA on that Ford?
Black man. Who is spraying? Who is spraying? Oh, who pepper spraying? I don't know.
Okay, how many more do you need?
Somebody just doing a spray and pray.
I need.
That's in Zone 3. Had a guy named French do that to me.
Oh yeah.
Guy named Brian French, man. We were fighting with a female, and we got her on the ground, and we were about to get her under control. Here comes Frenchie, and he's shaking up his hand. We're like, Frenchie, no. And Frenchie all three of us, man. Frenchie let us have it. Yeah, shit. I know as much as you do, bro. I'm more useful in A sector handling calls.
Hey, who detained him?
Fuck, man, I don't know. Oh, jack shit. I know as much as you do, bro.
He fell, bro. When that dude fell over there, he was dead.
Here we go.
Cause I don't know what the fuck just happened. That shit, I'm talking about that shit that happened. If y'all would have been out here, you would have seen what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers just pulled up, jumping out the car shit. Like, they knew whatever they was going on. Yeah, they was set up before they got down.
I tried to tell you this person, but he got shot.
Oh, he was dead. He fell, bro. When that dude fell over there, he was dead.
He got back up.
I don't know. I ain't been over there to check. No, that dude over there that was dead got up. Yeah, and he fell back there. I was sitting right here looking at it. Look, I was sitting right here looking at it. Then there was one right here. He had a gun in his hand. Look, he was shooting back. But the nigga that was shooting at him, whoever was shooting at him, was hit. Because I seen his body just, and he fell. He blew. I was like, oh, shit. I said, that motherfucker was hitting with every bullet he shot at. Yeah. I said, whoever that was, that nigga shoot.
That might have been who else died? Was it Slutty or something? They were shooting at a cop though, I think. I think a cop killed him. You know niggas shoot like this. Like in Chicago niggas, like for every probably 40 bullets they shoot, they maybe connect with 4. A police officer is giving you every fucking shot he's firing.
They pepper sprayed him?
They pepper sprayed one of the police out there.
Oh, the nigga don't do that. They couldn't get split up.
It's kind of surreal watching it. Yo, King Von really died on this dusty ass road, bro. What's not clear is that the people in the club don't seem to kind of know that it was King Von and his crew because they're not saying Von at all. Or maybe they know the cops around, so they're not trying to say it. But nobody's saying, oh, Von and these niggas, or, yo, Von got shot. Nobody's saying that.
Let them go take it to the street.
They get my rate about
Y'all still waiting? Y'all waiting for something?
I'm security. We just here.
We
waiting because y'all got our cars blocked.
You guys have more activities inside there?
We got our cars blocked off. So, yeah.
You can go the other way around.
We can't go because they got our cars blocked off. Our cars is within tape.
Was in the tape?
All our cars. You see all these cars on down there? All these cars, they in tape. They taping them off. They taping them off, so we can't go nowhere. People on this side, they can't go nowhere. They taped off.
He said, they, it's investigating.
It's evidence. They got evidence by her car.
I work here and I'm just trying to go home because I got kids. Me and my kids' grandma, we swap out. Like she go to work, I come home.
Okay. Yeah, there was some shit that happened that they already had going on.
Yeah, they did this on there. Yeah, they covered
the same thing last night. I just don't know what's wrong with this club.
Nah, don't say this club already.
It's not the club. It's not the club.
Cap, it's the club. It's definitely the club. Anytime niggas say it's not the club, it's the club. Well, I mean, let's be fair. It's not like the actual club, but this club probably been known to attract shooters and niggas who's beefing. Let's be honest. Anytime a new club pop up in any town, it's usually good for about good 90 days. Then the hood niggas, usually from like 2 hours away, find that club, and it's never the same. Niggas get hit in the head with bottles, niggas' cars getting broken into when niggas in the club, niggas getting beat up, shot, women's purses getting snatched. That's where that club is at right now. Hood nigga stage.
Got nothing to do with them folks.
You know, we had the same problem, the same place yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we but once again, them folks ain't had nothing to do with us. Them folks was over there some goddamn well.
You know what they do?
Right here never even made it in here.
They come here and then they get out. They come here, do whatever they do, and then they go there. And that's what the problem is.
Them folks never even came in this motherfucker, so we don't even know where they were going.
They even come to the club. We don't know what club they was coming to. They happened right there in the parking lot. Chase them down in the middle of the street right there.
Is he in the green?
The ball guy. There's the one coming.
Male, about 5'5", blonde and black dread, black clothing, possibly armed. Yeah.
Somewhere else, man. It's zone 5 right here. 20. We did investigate this stuff. What happened?
6 days. I'm off on Sundays only. Good. I just.
Supposedly a 50 suspect. If you don't know that for a fact.
Okay.
He's allegedly a 50 suspect, and this guy was trying to punch him. Resisting. He's not. He comes up. So we got him against the SUV. Imagine this SUV right here.
Okay.
Imagine the SUV right here. We got him. We're moving him this way. So here comes this dude, OC guy, like trying to swing on him like this, while we have him detained with his cuffs behind his back. But you know how that would go if you got hit from this guy while we have him cuffed. So I confront him. I basically check him. I try to grab him. He may resist. There's a whole bunch of confusion going on. So we try to push people this way, push people that way, blah, blah, blah. I turn around and come back. Larka and Francois, I believe, engage with them. They got a pin against a vehicle. Okay. They got a pin against the vehicle on the side, and while we're trying to cuff him, he's still resisting. He's not about to get cuffed. You understand? He's physically resisting. Like we're trying to turn him around, it's not happening. So I see that, and one of his buddies is also beside him. He's not letting us take him either. He's like trying to hold on to him or something, do something that weird shenanigans. So I spray him. He runs off. I trip and fall. I come back around. I see the dude still resisting. Bring out my OC, and I spray him. That's how this dude got sprayed.
All right, anyway. Rest in peace, Vaughn, man. Yo, listen, they snitching in Chicago. Gotta let y'all know the truth. I got some paperwork for y'all. It's some newly filed paperwork, or newly unsealed, I guess. Or actually was filed and unsealed. There's some new information coming out that mentions Dirk. Now, if you don't know who Dirk is, that's a stupid thing to say. Well, it mentioned Dirk's brother. Yeah. So what happens is it mentions Dirk's brother, and then it mentions the brother of Dirk's brother, which is Dirk, right? So pretty much this is a breakdown between the entire case that the government has against MUWAP and cohorts on killing, I believe, Carlos Weekly. If you don't know who that is a FBG duck. So now according to and by the way, they have a bunch of cooperators and witnesses and all that type of stuff. You're gonna hear cooperator, and by the way, if the feds are saying they have cooperator 4, they got cooperator 1, 2, and 3, right? They usually go in sequential order. Now here's this. According to cooperator 4, who may testify at trial, and information retrieved from cooperator 4's cell phone, Roberson and cooperator 4 was exchanging text messages while Roberson was traveling to murder Weekly. Okay, and shortly after Roberson and his co-conspirators had murdered Weekly, specifically Cooperator 4, and Roberson was exchanging messages because Cooperator 4 was attempting to return the firearm to Roberson, okay? So I guess a guy who gave the gun to, actually, no, this is reasonable. Cooperator 4 was attempting to return a firearm. Okay, maybe that's unrelated. Anyway, at 4:19, while POD camera footage would show Roberson was on Lake Shore Drive near an Eco Street, which is corroborated by the cell phone data. He texted Cooperator 4 to take the gun to Parkway Gardens because they were on duck right now, meaning on the way to kill him. Now, this is the messages. Somebody says, I don't know who's Mac. You guys probably know some of these names. Said, don't worry, bitch. When I call you, better come like a bat out of hell. He said, you know this. He said, bitch, I'm finna put pipe up, which means a gun. And this person said, nah, wait, bitch. Then he says, I got shit to do, bitch. Said, take it to the O. We on duck right now. Check Spot News. And then he says, the person who made the call is some guy named Turpin. He says, Weekly exited the Milani and entered the victim number 2 vehicle at approximately 4:04. And as stated before, Smart Ligens, which this is Muwap. No. Muwap is Smart. Muwap is Smart. Marcus Smart is Muwap. Who's Liggins? I forgot. It's somebody else. Roberson, Thomas, and Alford appeared to have received some news at 4:02 and left Parkway Gardens approximately 4:06. God damn it, these niggas move quick. So they heard 4:02 to drop, 4:06 they dipped. They start heading towards his location on Eco Street. Weekly and Victim 2 pulled away from the curb in front of Milani, right? At approximately 4:05, returning minutes later. Oh, so basically they went into a store and left and came back pretty much to the same location, same store, but they parked in front of Dolce & Gabbana. It was located on 68th East Oak Street on the same side of the street as Milani. Turpin exited Milani, and by the way, I think Turpin is the guy who called out who gave away the location. They even have a picture of him. Let me see if we can find it. By the way, look, this is the car they were driving to go kill him, to go kill FBG Duck. You can't beat the feds. You just can't beat the feds. Like, bro, they got this shit in 4K. This is clear as hell. This is really clear as hell. The nigga I think this is Turpin. So this is the nigga who gave the dropout. I believe. Let me keep reading. Yeah. Turpin had discussed what occurred inside Milani, speaking on the phone inside of Montclair, because Turpin was speaking in a wild, agitated state. A security guard began to record him. Oh, so the nigga giving up the drop is probably, he probably got in an argument with Duck, right? Who knows? Duck may have dipped to go get his pipe or whatever, get right, whatever. The nigga who's talking crazy, he's on the phone really calling to the demons, the O-Block demons, like, get over here, this nigga's here, lacking like a motherfucker, what's up with y'all? The security guard who's wondering, like, what the fuck is going on, starts to record, and that's how we get this video. Do y'all know this nigga? He's fucked. I know this guy. They got this nigga in 4K. I tell you, man, when the feds take up a case, it's like, nigga, you're going to jail. No one knows him? Okay, all right. Turpin asked someone that he was speaking on the phone with, what's D-Thing's number? And went on to tell the person who Turpin was speaking with to have D-Thing called Turpin. Multiple witnesses are expected to testify that D-Thing is Dante Banks Jr., the older brother of Individual E. Now, who's Individual E? We clearly could now identify Individual E as Dirk. Dante Banks Jr., D-Thing, was the older brother of Dirk. So we don't know where else Dirk's name is going to come up. Clearly, they don't list him as a suspect. They list him as an individual that they're probably going to refer to a bunch of times, but they're calling him Individual E. Multiple witnesses will testify that Individual E, Dirk, is a high-ranking black disciple, and at times material, which is very interesting, material to the superseding indictment, and was a part of a black disciple faction allied with O-Block. Lamron, I guess he was, okay, all right, cool. By the way, they mentioned that D-Thing was murdered on this date. Minutes later, Turpin began discussing with a woman who Turpin didn't name, but Turpin referenced as being a romantic relationship with Weekly and having Weekly around Turpin's child. What? So I guess the guy who gets in an argument basically is also mad that FBG Duck is fucking his baby mama, and FBG Duck is around his child, and he's saying he called the woman. He said, "You bogus," and he said, "Yo, it's over now. It's over with now, though." Witness 4, who may state at trial, identified Turpin in the video as her child's father. So basically, good. So witness 4, well, I don't know if she's going to testify against her baby daddy, but basically she might testify against her baby daddy that, and I guess that's the woman that Duck was fucking, right? Witness 4 also acknowledged that she'd been in a romantic relationship with Weekly, which is Duck, but was not at the time of the murder. Should Witness 4 testify at trial, the government expect Witness 4 to testify that she was heartbroken upon learning about Weekly's death because she loved Weekly, which is Duck. Witness 4 would also testify on the day of Weekly's murder. After Weekly's murder, she received a text message from Turpin that contained simply 3 laughing emojis. Witness 4 will testify she was not in regular contact with Turpin, as her child has a cell phone allowing Turpin and her child to communicate directly. Damn. That nigga killed his baby mama's nigga and then sent her 3 laughing emojis. Yo, niggas is cold, dog. Niggas is cold. Or he got someone to kill him. Witness 5, who has known Turpin for many years, who may testify at trial, will testify that prior to the 4th, Turpin didn't like Weekly over jealousy stemming from a relationship with Witness 4. Oh my God. This sounds like FBG Duck lost his life because he was fucking a woman that, I don't know if this Turpin nigga is a op, but he was fucking a woman who had a kid with a nigga that didn't fuck with him, and that nigga pretty much made a call to get him killed, basically told him about, yo, he's lacking over here, come get this nigga. They rush from O Block, allegedly, and they go kill FBG Duck. And the guy who pretty much set it all up is clowning his baby mama like, yeah, that nigga dead now, what's up? While Turpin was discussing the unnamed woman, Turpin received an incoming call from the phone number associated with D-Thing. So D-Thing does call. Based upon Turpin's cell phone records, Turpin's other phone calls inside of Montclair and Milani would have likely been video calls. So he probably was doing FaceTimes. By the way, I think historically we've realized that when people do FaceTime calls, it's harder for the government or the police to track, at least currently. I'm pretty sure in the future they're going to have the whole fucking video recording. But right now, they can't really, tell. However, this call from the telephone number associated with D-Thing was an actual telephone. Turpin answered the call from the number associated with D-Thing at 4:18. Turpin told the caller that he and Witness 2 saw Weekly inside of Milani. Turpin told the other caller that Turpin had people on the way downtown while he and Weekly and Witness 2 were inside of Milani Boutique. Turpin then told the caller, I guess that's he's telling D-Thing, he followed Duck outside and reported as much to Badass. What? Known to law enforcement as THF member individual F. Okay. So this Turpin nigga, either he's snitching or he's going to be accessory to murder. Or he probably is going to just be charged with murder. He has to be. He has to be. Like 100%. Like he's the reason why the nigga's dead. According to Turpin, Badass then told Turpin to see what kind of car he was getting into. Turpin then told the caller, okay, if Badass is saying this, Badass probably is going to be accessory as well. Turpin then told the caller that Turpin was standing outside, and when he pulled off and after walking up the street a little bit, someone began chasing Turpin down the street with a gun. Ooh, okay, so somebody started chasing Turpin with a gun. Witness 2 may testify at the above exchange. Turpin was provided his location. Eventually, he stood across from the street from Weekly on the phone for several minutes until Weekly was murdered at 4:26, walking over to Weekly to get a better look after he had been gunned down. This is Turpin in the white t-shirt and jeans while Weekly was laying down in the streets. Wow. Yo, Chicago niggas are cold. He waits till Duck gets killed and walks over, probably presumably with his cell phone, to probably record it just to make sure he's dead type shit. Damn, this is some cold shit. According to video surveillance, the Fusion and the Chrysler 300, it was 2 cars, they got there at 4:26. So they made it from O Block to downtown Chicago, 20 minutes. Damn, these niggas drive. These niggas got to be in some Negro Fast and Furious. These niggas go fast. Wait, like, how many miles is this? And by the way, like, ain't there traffic? With the Chrysler trailer, blah, blah. 2 people, including Smart, exited, blah, 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 blah. God damn. And started shooting at Weekly while he was standing on the sidewalk. Weekly and Victim 1, who was in line behind Weekly, ran away from the shooters, circled around the back of the Victim 2's car, attempted to hide, but the shooters aggressively pursued Weekly. According to Victim 2, she picked up Weekly's gun, shot the individual. So it sounds like a girl or somebody that was with Duck tried to shoot back. This detail isn't public and is significant for the reasons that followed. Ligens and Thomas then exited the car, and the rear passengers, Thomas, stood over and shot at Duck while Duck was on the ground. The shoot lasted about 12 seconds in total, but the shooters fired 38 shots, hitting Duck 16 times. Victim 2 twice, Victim 1 3 times. Damn, they shot Duck 16 times? Whoa. All right. They're talking about returning a vehicle. Shit. After murdering Weekly, the message exchange was that of, look at this. It said, take it to the O, we on Duck right now. Check Spot News. And I guess this is what Spot News posted, or some page posted. And this person said, yes, sir. And somebody says FSC. I don't know what that means. What does FSC mean? Fuck's sake? I don't know what that means. Whatever. FSC Loaf God? Cooperator 4 will testify that several days later he met with Roberson and confessed, and Roberson confessed in person to have participated in the murder. However, the version of the events he told him embellished his role, describing himself as a shooter. Oh, so the nigga who was pretty much doing the driving and supplied the car, he didn't really hop out and really do the shooting. He went back to the hood and told people he did the killing. You know, everybody gotta get their cloak tokens. Jesus Christ, what a sad life. Which is inconsistent with surveillance footage. According to Cooperator 4, Roberson told Cooperator 4 that Roberson was in a backseat and fell as he got out to start shooting, and then told Cooperator 4 that Roberson started shooting from the street and a woman started busting back. So C. Murder shot her. Roberson made the following statements to Cooperator 4, that they used the Chrysler 300 to commit murder, and that there was more than one car, that 3 or 4 people murdered Weekly, but C. Murder was the only named Cooperator remembered, that CPD seized the Chrysler after the murder, that Dipset, a gang faction where it was clicked up and blah, blah, that old block Davon Bennett, which we all know is King Von, had placed a hit out on Weekly prior to the murder, and this is additionally why Roberson participated in the murder. Oh yeah, Von was getting charged, 100%. 100%. That C. Murder offered Roberson an O-Block chain after they murdered Weekly, and told Roberson that Roberson might as well become O-Block, but Roberson turned the O-Block chain down because he was from Dipset. Approximately 9:56 a.m. on the day after the murder, Witness 7. Goddamn, how much witnesses they got? Oh, my bad, I can't see it. Who may testify at trial, sent Roberson a link to a news story about the murder via Instagram. Witness 7 followed up her message by writing to Roberson, I know you ain't take your car to go do this shit. And in response, Roberson twice instructed Witness 7 to unsend that shit. When will people realize that unsending something still pops up on a subpoena? It just doesn't pop up on your Instagram profile, but it's always recorded. Look, FaceTime me. Unsend that shit. I guess, oh no. You got to read from the bottom to up. So I guess they sent the link to whatever story, and this is a woman, and I guess the guy who Mac is, OTF Kenny Mac, she says to him, I know you ain't take a car to go do this shit. And then OTF Kenny Mac says to her, yo, send that shit. And then she says to him, yo, FaceTime me. Witness 7 will testify that she saw a news article about a blah, blah, and that she knew Witness 7 asked Roberson. Oh, okay, so this is Witness 7. So everybody's cooperating in this case. So Witness 7 is this person here. I asked Roberson to call her via Apple FaceTime, which he did. When they spoke, Roberson asked Witness 7 why she sent him the message and why she thought Roberson used her card and blah, blah. Roberson then indicated that she did not know what he was talking about, and the two changed the subject. Okay. God damn. This is some shit, people. They got some shit about the O-Block chains. They said on or about January 24th, Bennett purchased a O-Block pendant that he wore for $30,000. His pendant was about 5 times larger and more expensive than the ones he purchased for everybody else. This is how all of them look. He ordered 5 pendants for $6,000 each. He picked them up. Okay. On the back of it, he had long live, which include Keta, OD, Platoon, Sherrod, G-Money, T-Roy. And the back of Bennett's pendant also continues names and multiple references to 64, meaning 64th Street, and South King Drive, where Parkway Gardens is located. Vaughn's pendant also states O-Block for life. Do you think that Icebox feels like they got blood on their hands for this? They got everything in this goddamn indictment. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, Muwap, and I fuck with you. Actually, you a killer, so maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. These pants are too tight, gang. Oh, this was Muwap's joint? Yeah, there's a lot of social media shit in this shit. There's a lot of social media shit in this. All right. It appears that there might be a cooperator. The cooperator, I will say, is... It says... Oh, can I find it? Is it sister or brother? Okay, here's one of the cooperators. Cooperator 2 lived in Parkway Gardens and was an active younger O-Block member back when O-Block was still called Wick City. O.D. Peria, a O-Block member, was murdered by STL member Gakira Barnes on August 11, 2011. STL member Cooperator 3, who may testify at trial, will testify that Gakira was his sister. So clearly, K.I., which is Gakira Barnes, her brother is a cooperator, whoever that is. And I don't know who it is, but that's what they're saying according to the federal documents. And he has first-hand knowledge that she murdered Perry. Oh, this nigga struck a deal. He's telling on his own sister. Thereafter, he will testify that Wick City became O-Block. Wait, K.I. murdered O.D.? The antagonism, blah, blah, blah. Cooperator 2 will testify that O-Block members were expected to shoot at and kill STL members in order to maintain or increase their status within O-Block and kill blah, blah, blah. Oh, my God. Cooperator 3 are going to say that they're going to testify that they witnessed murders committed by O-Block. And one of them is, look at this, Cooperator 3, which is the brother, was also present and witnessed the murder of his sister, Gakira Barnes, by O-Block member Davon Bennett a.k.a. King Von, in STL territory on April 14th, 2014. Cooperator 3 was also shot by King Von during that incident. Cooperator 3 was able to escape and saw Johnson waiting for him at the alley and that he was about to run through. So instead, he was able to wait until Bennett and Johnson left. Before leaving, he observed Bennett stand over Barnes, which is his sister, shoot her multiple times. Witness 1, who may testify at trial, also observed the murder. They saw Bennett come back to the neighborhood after the murder and state in a threatening manner that Bennett was from O Block. Okay. They talk about dead bitches and all that shit. All right. Cool. Cool. All right, man. Chat, I don't know nothing about nothing. Okay. Last topic I'm probably going to cover, I know this is a little bit of a shorter stream because I got to get on a call with Rumble and I also got to go pick up my jewelry. So, excuse me for cutting at least this portion of the stream short. Oh. Let me see. All right, bet. Let me see. Oh. I just want to talk about this Meek Mill shit real quick. All right, let's give me a second. I keep telling you Meek Mill is my friend. But I can't even lie to y'all. I think just me and him disagree just fundamentally. It feels like about everything. And I try to catch myself and be like, yo, I don't want to be too critical of him. But like, let's look at a few things, all right? Now, I seen this post on the Shade Room, which I guess Meek has quit Twitter to go use Threads. Like, it's confusing. So Meek said no more Twitter, because y'all would call him Twitter fingers, and, you know, he just had a bad rap on there. But he's now on Threads, kind of tweeting up even more shit, which, I don't know, bro. Regardless, Meek sent this message out. He said, real killers and robbers know they would die if they touched me. But I'm letting business people take what's mine? I don't know, man. I don't know how to handle this one. I'm off the net. Now, this is what he said on Threads. Business people trying to treat me mentally slow is my biggest challenge. Sometimes I want to show them how I make people really pay for trying me. Because they play a lot of mental games. But the games we play are too extreme for them. What do I do? Because one day something gonna happen. I'm gonna put my life at risk to make a big statement. So this don't continue in rap music. They stealing all the money, and they got all the lawyers on their side. Now, this is kind of like interesting and ironic because he also did say a few more things. Let me see if I could. Did anyone else cover it? Maybe say she's got it. I still haven't really posted Meek. Like, I'll post him at times, but I don't post him. Did they post it? Maybe they didn't even post it. But he also posted something about like, oh, he's about to drop an album, and I believe the album is gonna be called. What's the name of the fucking album? He says the album is gonna be called "Streets Are a Myth." I think that's the thing. Let me look. Threads, Meek Mill. I'll just go to his thing. This is Meek Mill on Threads. Okay. Here's Meek. Again, he's doing the same thing he does on Twitter, which I don't even know why he left. If you from the streets, shape that one thinking pattern. Gangsta, thuggin', trapping, sliding, hit mentality. None of that will help you be the man or businessman or top provider for your family. You might go to jail a lot or die, and the two really don't link together when gaining success in anything. Do it early. Be a learner, grower, not a person that stays the same. I'm going to make an album called The Streets a Myth. Didn't Troy have to do that, by the way? Or, no, that's Troy has to say it. And break it down, but after we eat, because there was owners too long. Go back to the basics while everybody going big. I bet you win. Looking to pay a CEO to run Dream Chaser Records, and you will be eligible to get shares in a company and a great salary. Top steppers only. My lawyer once told me the feds was looking at my case when I was 19. He wanted me to take a deal so the DA can get a conviction and I can go home. He told me the feds was on my case when I was 19 with no money or prior history. I was thinking. He made me take that plea and fucked my whole life up. It was just his job. That was my life. Most are untrustworthy and do what's best for themselves. Stop rapping about just killing black people and go check your contracts out ASAP. Now, I agree with Meek, and I guess, let me start off positive. I definitely do agree with Meek when he says lawyers, especially when it's lowly paid lawyers, they're not going to push you towards taking shit to trial, using some of the antics that they would use for higher paid clients, because most likely they're getting a flat fee to handle shit, or they know you don't have a lot of money and they want to move on to another case to cash another check. So I completely agree with Meek, and that's fucked up. And by the way, I think any work he's doing in the reform, for that reform organization, I think that's great. Now, I do have to be very honest with y'all. When it comes to the music business, I am befuddled. How Meek Mill has been in this game for damn near 15 years, and Meek Mill still sounds like a guy who's never been to a label meeting. It sounds like he's just learned the game this year. And it's even more confusing to me that Meek Mill, who, he's trying to have this separation from the people who are his friends to the people who are running these infrastructures. Again, respectfully, and this is what I would say to Meek if we were having a conversation, a constructive one, obviously. I would say, Meek, when you talk about, right? When you talk about, let me get back to it, sorry. Let's gotta get to this little story post. I think he deleted it. When you say stuff like this about people not respecting your business IQ and, people robbing or taking from people like you, I usually say to myself, what's the difference between the people who run the music business and the people who run sport organizations? It's the same thing. There's no different. This is how the world works. It's a capitalistic world, and there's always somebody that is not getting what they're truly worth or not even understanding what they're truly worth, and somebody else who's cashing out. I don't look at Michael Rubin or Robert Kraft as any different than Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, Birdman, or any of the likes, whether it's Junie Greenwald or anybody else that runs these major record labels. They're the same thing. The person at the bottom always gets fucked. And as long as you operate in their system, you cannot change it. And usually you're okay with that system because said system gives you enough while you're on top to coddle you and keep you quiet. We never heard Meek speak like this when his career was booming and he's talking like he was talking a lot of money talk. When you usually hear the rappers at their peak, they're usually sounding like they're the richest people on earth. It's only when people stop giving them loans, aka huge record deals, or people start telling them no. Meek at this point, I think, has a very core audience. I don't we could dissect his career so much different ways, but I think if I'm Meek at this point, humility is the first step. Humility is the first step. Meek, you are a legendary artist, but you're an agent. You should go, I think you should do what Tory Lanez did. Go independent, capitalize on that audience. You're not selling 100,000 anymore. But if you could do 40, 50, 60,000, keep putting out music back to back, you're going to catch one of these hits. Maybe shit might turn around a little bit for you. Also, we're in an era where a lot of stuff you're saying doesn't resonate. The streets, the trenches, that's not what it is. TikTok is running the game. Labels these days have all kind of like chilled out. And it's crazy because I seen everybody who's reporting what Ebro said, like it was such a big thing that, you know, like, oh my God, Ebro said that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I can find it because he tweets a lot. But he said something to the effect, or actually he's here. He says, I just got a call. It should be noted, many record labels have deprioritized signing rappers. The focus is now African music and Latin music. Rappers better stop being boring and talking about the same shit over and over, chasing TikTok success and comment sections. What Ebro is saying is the obvious. Put it like this. The amount of money spent and invested in a Burna Boy is probably equivalent to what's spent and invested in the Migos. Except the Migos can't do an arena tour. And Burna Boy is doing an arena tour all around the world. Global music is now being accepted by America. And by the way, this is happening all over the board. I don't know why Ebro is only saying this now. I'm not gonna say he has any type of agenda. But also, go ask half of Capital why they're all in Puerto Rico. They seen Bad Bunny. Listen, there's nothing changing. There's nobody. This is not racist, by the way. This is just business. People, like the industry, have realized that number one, they can't pick rappers no more. TikTok is creating. It's all about virality, and TikTok is creating the new It Girl or the new Ratchet or the new song that's just popping off of 15 seconds. So they're like, well, why are we going to keep spending money trying to develop these motherfuckers when it seems like they're fly by night? So yeah, they're going to where the money is more plentiful. They just seen Bad Bunny, who crushed every fucking record possible. Yo, Bad Bunny made Drake's Spotify records look like it never existed. You know what's happened? Half of all y'all favorite record labels is in Puerto Rico. I'm telling you this. This is a fact. They're running around Puerto Rico with the new guy because you know what it is? I've heard about the eco-structure of like Latin music within like Puerto Rico and even the Dominican Republic. It's so much homegrown. They get popping with so less overhead. And also now in the U.S., this is the first time that we're all accepting global music. Like, for example, Anwell could come to, do you think he's like, you probably can't name 5 Anwell songs, right? He could come do the Barclays. Look at Gunna. Gunna got Fuck You Mean. This thing, he still ain't still out the Barclays. He's going to, but still. I'm just trying to show you how people are realizing that global music just goes further. Also, here's the thing. Most of these labels now are saying, fuck just only prioritizing. You know, usually US was the market that everybody cared about because you couldn't break an artist that wasn't from the US here. Now US is still the biggest market, but it's just another checkbox. It's all about a global play. So now, all of these artists who used to say they're not leaving the US, well, their revenue doesn't equal to a Burna Boy. Burna Boy's making way more money. He's all over the fucking place. Put it like this. You know who just stuck up the record labels? Central C. The international rappers, put it like this. There was a time that once you heard Central C's fucking, like, you know, his accent, you'd be like, yo, get this tea and crumpus motherfucker the fuck on out of here, man. If you don't get this Enid motherfucker out of here, get this nigga on out. But right now, it's lit. I'm telling you. Most artists or most new artists, at least in hip-hop, they're being made by TikTok. So you know what the labels have done? Okay, we're going to spend more money on social media, that we could try to reverse engineer it and try to get a hold of it rather than spend money on the rappers. So that's why they're not really giving most of these niggas no more big deals. Also, this is why you're seeing most of these niggas flop. The labels have downgraded, this is a fact, they have downgraded their expectations of what niggas are gonna sell. This is why you see everybody doing 30,000 that you never thought was doing 30,000. Lil TJ 30,000, Trippie Redd 30,000. It ain't like that no more. Somebody said mainstream rap is not the problem, and you're mentioning J. Cole and Drake. Stop mentioning, you can't mention J. Cole and Drake. J. Cole and Drake are two different like behemoths who are legacy artists. They're almost like damn near Taylor Swift. Like they're always gonna have an audience. We're talking about the newer artists. So when Ebro says rap better stop being boring and talk about the same shit and chasing TikTok, I don't think it's about talking about the same shit, because people do like rap culture, and even if it's rapping about violence, I think these days rappers just have to heighten their creativity on a global level. I'm telling you, this is gonna sound counterproductive, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, Lil Baby should be in Europe right now doing a whole fucking Europe tour to become an international artist. Like, it's only so long you could keep just performing in Atlanta, Philly, New York, and motherfucking Chicago. Music is global, I've told you that. Y'all can kind of see it already. Who do I be playing the most of my intros? Bunch of African music. I ain't get paid for that. But I'll tell you this. Ever since I naturally started, because I like Burna Boy, because I've naturally, like, you know, and by the way, I'm Jamaican. The labels that now represent him, now are trying to hit me up. But you know what they're saying to me? Yo, Ak, we got the biggest budget. Like, fuck these rap niggas. The budget we got for these guys who, by the way, think about Burna Boy. I mean, his music do have a little spice in there, but it's feel-good music, evergreen music. My mama loves a Burna Boy song. Like, I was at my brother's wedding. My mama was like, yo, play Jerusalem. I'm like, what the heck is that? And that was one of the only Burna Boy songs I know at the time. My mama knows it. It's just like, it appeals to everybody. Like, I mean, it's only so much, like, NBA Youngboy and King Von and them could appeal to everybody. So these labels are just cashing out. Regardless, these labels are now saying that their budgets for these new rappers, no, not the new rappers, for these international artists are way bigger than it is for hip-hop artists. Now, let me tell you what that means, because I understand label speak. It tells me they're investing more. So, yeah, these days, like, they've probably looked at these rappers and say, all right, cool. You're just good for an ass-shaking anthem that's going to pop on TikTok. You're good for, like, basically a hood nigga song that might just go crazy in the clubs. But none of these labels no more, and that's why we're seeing, like, well, not really, but partially, while we're seeing all these tours kind of flop, labels ain't grooming these guys to have that much of a mass appeal anymore. It's like, yo, listen, man, y'all niggas go do the club here, the club there, rolling loud here, rolling loud there, and call it a day, man. They're investing more in these type of things. Afrobeat music and Latin music, I'm telling you, half of your labels, your favorite labels, Atlantic is in motherfucking Puerto Rico, Capital in Puerto Rico. I just talked to a nigga in Interscope. He said, yo, we gotta get to Puerto Rico, man. You know why? Them niggas making a bag. So, again, I do think we're in a little bit of a lull when it comes to hip-hop, but I think we're in that lull because the artists and the people who are dealing with those artists, I would say the labels, but also the handlers and everything else, they don't know how to expand. Like, no, everybody's trying to figure out the new blueprint of how to build towards being like Drake level, Kendrick level. And what I mean, I'm not talking about like in terms of skill, but in terms of how do you build a brand that big? Most of these niggas are just kind of like, here, bro. And these labels are all about money. And right now the money, honestly, is just coming from Afro, like, look, Bad Bunny breaks Spotify record. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. I think it was last year, though. I think it was last year. Look. Oh, was it? Well, he's been breaking every fucking record. But pretty much, here's the thing. To put in comparison. Actually, I could probably find it. 12 billion. 12 billion. Here we go. I probably can't even find him. All right, anyway, I'll just kind of give a summation. Like, the music in the Latin world and also in the world of just Afrobeat streams so much better. Like, put it like this, right? You see, sometimes we're trapped in a box, right? Like, let's think about, which you may argue with me and say, this is a wrong song to pick and you're being petty. I probably am. Remember when Young Miami came out? And it was Young Miami and Diddy, and they came out with this new song talking about act bad, act bad, act bad. If you want to compare just how big that song is compared to, like, I don't know. Let me show y'all. Okay. Now, if you listen to all the ratchets, right? They'd be like, oh, yeah, the city girls are huge, right? Just look at this. Like, just look at this. The fucking song did 4 million on Spotify. This act bad. Look, I can't even play it on this computer. But yeah, did like 4 million views, streams, right? Man, you go to like, I don't know, man. You go to even Central C, man. That's why Central C just robbed the bank. Look at Central C, like some of these songs you probably never heard of. First of all, his freestyle with Drake got 20 million. Look at these numbers, going crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're a label, do you want to sign the City Girls or you want to sign the Central C? Like, come on, look at these numbers. It's all about money. Let's get it. You even go to a nigga like, bro, you just go to some of these guys. I don't even know this guy like this, but I know he's been popping, nigga. This nigga been popping like it's going out of style and like he's like extra new. Or not extra new, but it's like he's not even at the heights he could be hitting. International artists. I don't even, like, look. Asake. Is killing it. Rema. Killing it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what happens? It's like these artists, I think the label just kind of realizes that, man, yeah, there's 300 or 400 million people in the U.S., but there's like 200 in Nigeria. There's like a good 80 or 100 in like the UK. And like, why we just only play in the U.S. market? We just give a fuck about money. We don't care how it come in. We take the pounds. We don't care what type of currency they got in India. Niggas just pay us. What the fuck? And rap is just not international no more. I'm sorry. Rap is like some local shit. Rap is like to keep it real, us fascinating about 4 blocks beefing with each other. Niggas tell you what's going on in Zone 6. That's cute. And by the way, you know, obviously sometimes you get songs that bubble up. Like, obviously, like, you know, let's say like Future. Future got a bunch of songs that's international, but the majority of rappers, that ain't it, bro. Like, they don't even work rappers. Play this. If a rapper comes out with a song, they don't even send that shit overseas, bro. They send it to like the urban stations. They're never gonna send it to like pop, unless you're Dirk, you get an All My Life. Bro, there's like a ceiling on rap. So now, why would you keep spending money trying to find rappers, even though rap is the most popular genre? Why would you keep spending money to find rappers when what the biggest determinator if a rapper is gonna pop, especially a new one, is TikTok? You know what they're spending their money on? TikTok engineering. They rather spend their money to engineer TikTok towards some shit or just benefit from the TikTok algorithm and sign whoever pops off. Now, all is not fail. Like, shit, hip hop is still thriving. I think I think these conversations really come in because, bro, Drake, Cole, and Kendrick like 40, and we have nobody in sight to fucking even fill the gap or the mold. And it looks like we just have a bunch of, like, they're like super A-tier rappers, and it's everybody else who they just get a club hit for like a couple of months and move on. I don't know. So that's kind of what's going on. What Ebro said is right. Yeah, they're allocating money. They're allocating money simply because with artists like Drake and Cole, you don't have to keep spending. The newer artists, you don't even see them having that either longevity or having that potential to be like some of these other guys. So go grab you an Afrobeats artist. It is what it is. All right, people. Yo, I actually do gotta run. I'm sorry I gotta run a little early, but give you guys 3 hours. I got to hop on a call with Rumble. You know what I mean? Good call. It's a good call. You know what I mean? They want me to represent them while we talking to some people. So a little business call, and then a few other things, and y'all see my new piece on the gram by the end of the day. All right. So let me go run and go do that, chat. Thank y'all for watching. If you guys haven't bought your tickets yet for the show that's going on September 10th, White Eagle Hall in Jersey City, New Jersey, 10 minutes away from Times Square in New York. Make sure you go copy your tickets. I believe there's still like preferred seating left, but pretty much the only remaining tickets are kind of like general admission. So, you know, go cop them if you can. Again, we're going to have a good time. And until then, hopefully I can get back on tonight, but I'm going to be monitoring my voice. I'm about to be drinking tea. So peace out, guys. I'll catch y'all later, all right?